What's this guy singing about?
Yeah.
Skeet.
Yeah.
It's skeet shooting, isn't it? That's what
I thought. That's what I thought, but there's no way it's what he was singing about.
Yeah. And not coming on.
There's no meaning to any of this. Get that son of a bitch off the field right now.
What are you talking about? I'm TV's Fred Durst.
I hate the press. I hate you, especially.
I'm regretting this already.
I'm the philosopher formerly known as Goldfish.
El Bongo!
Grab him by the pussy.
I don't know what that means.
This podcast may contain content and humor that most, if not all, will find blatantly offensive and possibly even demeaning. The viewpoints expressed during the podcast are strictly opinion, are merely meant for the sake of entertainment, and in no way expresses our true beliefs. We strongly suggest this be watched by a mature audience only. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
What?
We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
All right, all right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Not Governed by Reason podcast. I am one of your hosts, Doug. I'm joined by this beautiful hunk of meat.
I'm Josh.
Joshua.
It's a soft J.
It's very soft.
It's lotion
Always
almost.
soft.
Yep.
Always soft on the J.
Yep.
Yeah, I got my windbreaker on. I plan on fighting wind tonight.
I hope you do.
Yeah. I plan on fighting you and the wind tonight.
Oh, goodness.
It'll be amazing. What are we calling tonight's episode?
Boycott Hollywood.
Boycott Hollywood. We'll have to get to that now, won't we?
We will.
But first, we'll have to get to this. We are joined tonight by our special guests. Geminden.
Yep.
Geminden. Geminden.
It's so exotic.
And Brian Vance.
What's up?
Welcome.
Thank you.
I was just curious, what gender do you identify with the most? I mean, because you can be fluid.
Probably goat.
Goat?
Male goat.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That's why he eats pop cans.
He
Yeah.
smells like a goat.
I look like a goat.
Do you recognize that voice, ladies and gentlemen?
Probably not. They don't know me.
You might recognize it. We're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
We might tell you, but we're not going to tell you.
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit. So you guys excited for tonight? We've been off for a week.
Yeah, it was just a week.
Just a week,
Yeah.
yes.
But 36 crazy fists.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were
Take a night off.
Yeah. It
Yes.
was a good time.
It was fun. Always a good time for the fisting.
Yeah.
The Geminden.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think is
Inside
how it's
The
pronounced.
36 crazy Geminden.
Gemindens.
Spooky.
It's actually it changes a little bit. It goes Geminden
Yeah.
when you have multiple of them.
Yeah. It's got the
Geminden.
fancy plural,
Geminden.
like cacti or moose.
Anytime you see that is the moment you turn off that porn because it's not doing it for you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. True.
That happens a lot.
True.
Yep.
It does. So you guys, you have any particular topics you're looking to aim for? Huh?
Ooh.
A few on there, actually.
Yeah, well, you should play the game. You guys know how to go. 2 out of 3.
Scissors, paper, rock.
That was 1, 2, 3, shoot.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
whoa.
was an intense
That's the first
That was a
ever
professional
game I have ever won at that in my entire life. You are all witnesses to it.
It was pretty glorious.
I won.
And that's probably the
That
first
deserves
game
a
that I've
round.
ever lost.
How's it going?
And bomb sniffing dog.
So, you want to go with the wild card bitches? Is that what you're choosing first?
Yes.
Actually, I do like wild card bitches.
Yep.
That's the one that where they're all on the, pulling up their shirts and stuff.
Never mind, I'm wrong.
No, it's Girls Gone Wild, but wild card bitches works.
The bomb sniffing dog?
Wild
Yeah.
card.
So, a CIA dog that was a bomb sniffer
Mm-hmm.
made his livelihood, being a bomb sniffer, has lost interest in the game. He doesn't want to sniff bombs anymore. So, what do? They
Fire.
fucking fire this dog, man.
You got Donald
They
Trump.
fire the bomb sniffing dog because he doesn't want to sniff your bombs anymore. Just doesn't want to do it. Just says fuck it. He's taking a stand against your bomb sniffing.
I wouldn't say they fired him, man. I mean, I would definitely
I
say
think they fired
he
him.
quit.
When he gave
Like,
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, he just-
did
he
it
stood
on
his
his
ground.
way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm not holding that against this damn dog, dude.
I know,
Because
good for the dog.
good for you, dude. You realized they're
You're a
putting me
narc.
next to this goddamn bomb
Yeah.
because they don't
Smart
want to
enough
get blown
realize
up.
How dangerous it
Fuck
was.
that. I do this for kibbles and bits,
Yeah.
bitches.
For a piece of bacon.
I'm
once in
not
a
doing
while.
this no more.
Yeah.
And he said, fuck it. I'm out. And they said, that's fair.
Yep.
We can't make you sniff bombs if you're just not going to do it.
At least they didn't
Right.
euthanize it afterwards. That would
No,
How's
and
the
that's
audio?
that's
Yeah,
the way.
that's what I thought it was gonna end as. Is they euthanized him? I was like, what the fuck? But no, they
No.
just said they fired him. So
No, like
I was
that's
expecting
a
much
way to
worse
get
ending.
a really good price on a well-trained dog, right? Because they put those dogs through badass
Mhm.
training.
Yeah.
Like they are fucking on it.
Yeah.
I had a friend that used to, he used to grow weed and stuff down fucking a little south of here. But he had a dog that had the hips weren't exactly asymmetrical, but that's something that happens in the dog as they develop and get older. So if they don't pass the rigorous physical standards of a police dog, they're out. But they have to train them first because they have to train them since they're little puppies. So by the time it's a full-grown dog, he's fully trained. He bought that dog for $1,000, purebred German Shepherd, fully trained, and the dog would let you know which guest came in your house and had weed. Like,
Do you think they gave the dog a pension plan?
Yes.
no,
No.
not at all.
Probably they put him up for adoption and got him a family somewhere. That's about it though.
Yeah,
I would
probably.
hope. I
They
hope
give
they
him
did just
Michael
they're
Bay
like,
grand.
you're fired, throw him out on the streets.
Yeah.
I don't know
just
what
add to
happened,
the
though.
problem.
Michael Vick will solve the problem in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah,
Take
he
that
will.
dog.
He might want to fight. Maybe that's what that dog wants to do
Maybe.
now.
Yeah.
Well-trained police dog. Maybe we should have him fight Michael Vick. That'd be a
Yeah.
pretty even fight.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd pay to see it.
Yeah.
What do you think made the dog lose interest in sniffing bombs?
Well, I think they're experimenting on this dog
Mhm.
because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. And like they're giving him like mind-enhancing drugs and shit. And one day he woke up and said, "Fuck it, I'm not standing next to bombs anymore. I'm too smart for that now."
He was woke.
Like
He was woke.
I'm not exactly as smart as you, but I'm smart enough to know I don't want to be the one next to this fucking bomb if you don't. And
Right? It's like, hey, why do you guys get to stand behind that
You know,
wall?
I think they're just not smart enough to realize when a dog can't smell anymore.
Huh?
And that's really
Yeah.
what happened is he just
just
got into
lost
something
it.
and lost his sense of smell, and they're
Or-
just blaming that he doesn't want to
He got Dewey Coxed.
sniff bombs anymore.
Or maybe
Yeah, lost
like
his smell.
he got a nose full of cocaine and just lost it for a month.
Yeah,
And like now his career is over
yeah,
because like
He's
his
an addict.
owner's careless with his cocaine because those cops in whatever city
right.
he's in.
They had to bring him into a drug run, but he didn't have the training like the other dogs to not actually sniff the cocaine.
Right? He was
So
getting into it.
he was
Tony
sniffing it.
Montana style.
Do you think maybe
I
the
only-
terrorists have found out an agent they can use? How do they know that this dog doesn't sniff bombs anymore? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Maybe he
saying.
was just letting him through.
Maybe he works for ISIS.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Now
an
we're-
ISIS dog.
He's like
He
a
is an
reprogrammed
ISIS
dog.
dog.
Like every night they put it in the kennel. A terrorist sneaks in the yard, whispers to it, "Let the bombs go through.
Yep.
Allah loves you."
It's
Just gives him a
Yeah.
cookie and a pat on the head.
I feel like this dog was probably a good boy
Probably was.
or a good girl. I worry that they were going to euthanize it.
Do they have female police dogs?
No, they're not that progressive yet.
No. No, they're not.
They only like the white male police dogs.
I now need to know. I've never heard. I want something that I can give feminists to get pissed off about. Give the girl dogs a chance.
What's up with your bell there?
It's broken.
Girl
There we
king.
go.
You need help.
All right.
It sounds broken.
Are we picking another topic?
No, not yet. Doug's
No.
writing the hashtag.
Oh, what's the hashtag?
Give all girl dogs a chance.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
Coming from the equality state over there.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
All about the bitches, down ass bitches in house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even the four-leggeds.
Yep.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
one-leggeds.
And the one-leggeds?
Yeah.
What about the three-leggeds?
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
No legs is where I draw the line.
How do you feel about stumps and peg legs?
I don't.
You don't think about it?
I don't feel.
Huh? I get down with a good peg leg.
I'd pull the prosthetic off.
Start worshiping it.
Yeah.
It's
I've drank
nice,
beer
man.
out of
Why
a
should
dirty
you just go to
prosthetic
weird
once. That was
places?
gross.
Yeah, I'm like,
That
I don't
happened
even
quickly.
know. What happened.
You want to pick another topic? Sorry. That went out of
Let's talk about faithless humanity.
faithless humanity. So, a Utah teen is being charged with murder after helping a friend commit suicide. Now, they helped this friend commit suicide to the point where they they encouraged him through text messages. They went to the store, bought the noose, tied the noose, gave them a can of compressed air, so they pass out and die. And he filmed it as well. And now he is being charged with first-degree murder.
First-degree murder.
First-degree murder. Well, the reason is, in Utah, they don't have a second-degree murder or a third-degree. They just have first-degree murder. So, yeah, he is being tried with that. Now, this is, how do I put it? Like, this is becoming a common thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people encouraging others' deaths.
Well, honestly, this shouldn't be, like, as it stands now, the decision in the last case was wrong. That chick shouldn't have been criminally liable for what happened. It's fucking reprehensible, but we live
There's
in a
no
country.
laws on the book.
We
that
live in
say-
a country where they're supposed to have a written statute of something making an action criminal before you can prosecute it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it not interpretation from the bench? That's civil law. They're not supposed to do that in criminal law. And there's no law that says I can't encourage you to commit suicide.
Right.
I'm sure there's laws saying if I was your psychiatrist, I couldn't, convince you to commit suicide. But I think that would do more with my position of trust than it would, Yeah, it's not a criminal act yet.
Right.
Now, do I think there needs to be consequences of this? Yes, and I think states should be passing laws saying you're not allowed to encourage somebody to commit suicide.
Yeah.
But
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
But this guy kind of premeditated that shit.
though you could say aiding and abetting in another crime
Right.
and charge him with suicide. I don't know what the penalty is for suicide. I'm sure it's like
I
you're
don't
going to
think
get
there
put
is.
into a mental
I don't
facility.
think there is in Utah. Utah.
See, but of course, if you
Uda?
passed a law, legalize, making like suicide illegal in a state, then all of a sudden there's going to be people advocating. But what about the dead when they want to die, or the old when they want to die? And you'd have to repeal it. So in those states, these kids would definitely be perfectly fine to convince somebody and even aid and abet them in a suicide, because it's their choice. Like if you got like Oregon's like a right to die state now.
Unless you're
would this even be a fucking crime?
I think Colorado is too.
If they did in Colorado, would it even be a crime?
I think it is.
Because
I think that's with dignity.
Though you can say that's not a very dignified way to go.
No, and I mean this guy like even sent messages with his buddy about how he was gonna like convince her to do it. Like, even said it'd be like getting away with murder. In the messages, kind of suspicious.
Just a little bit.
But
yeah.
There's no laws. Like those kids in Florida who videotaped that disabled guy drowning and fucking taunted him in the process. There's no laws about it. It's morally fucking wrong. Definitely morally wrong.
Yeah.
But there's no laws about it.
And if you made laws, it would contradict movements that are going on in this country that people want forward. So what do? Say, oh, well, if you want to kill yourself, you have to be this old? I mean, actually, I guess that is part of the condition of the laws. You have to have a terminally ill disease first.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. But you already got some European countries. That's the same language they have in, I forgot which compact between the UN nations, but that gives people the right to die. And like you already have nations interpreting that as a mental illness that I just don't want to live anymore. Well, you have a terminal ill condition. You're suicidal.
What say you?
We should let everybody die. Overpopulation, man. What if they were just trying to help in the worst possible way? Maybe they didn't think about it at first. I think it should become a thing when they go and buy the things to help with the murder or like the suicide. Like buying the noose is kind of where...
And tying it.
Yeah, and tying it and like recording it for sure. Because like you can't really plead innocent when you sit there and record it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless you're jerking off, I guess.
That nullifies all criminal culpability.
Yeah,
just about every crime except
As long
for
as you're
sexual
addicted.
assault and rape. It's the
I don't
only
know.
time it's wrong.
I think it's fucked up, and we need laws
We do.
around it.
But it has to be at like a certain point. Like terminal illness is all right, but like teenagers can't be doing that shit.
Like fucking gang, the Facebooking of gang rape and shit like that. That's crazy. That's crazy that we live in that day and age where people Facebook their murders. And
Could you charge him with psychological abuse that resulted in the death of somebody?
Well, they're charging him with murder and tampering with the body, I think.
Yeah, he
tried to take the news so he could
I mean,
keep
if the
it as a
jury is
souvenir.
educated on the law at all, they're
Yeah.
like what first-degree murder is, and they actually fully understand what first-degree murder is legally, there's no way, if they're being reasonable, that they come up with a guilty, But however,
I thought there was an assisted
juries are a great,
suicide,
tricky
too.
little thing in our legal system because they don't always act reasonable. And you can get 12 people pissed off at one person enough to say, fucking kill him. Like, and in Utah, a first-degree murder charge comes with that risk.
Yeah. But like I said to him, he wanted to keep the noose as a souvenir. He tried to take the noose.
Yeah.
This is pretty fucking morbid.
Yeah.
Morbid in many ways.
Like this kid needs like serious psychological help, or he needs to go
This
to
is
prison.
like serial killer status.
Yeah.
If we don't do something now,
Then
then you're
don't
going to
want
create
kids.
serial
Yeah.
killers
that's what
that
I'm
can
saying.
get away with
yeah,
it.
if you're
Oh,
gonna
I
let him
didn't
get
kill
away
him.
with
I
it,
convinced
then
him to kill themselves.
yeah, he's gonna do that to another person and another person and another person.
The Mormons are going to get him.
Well, they do like, keeping people alive unless they're the ones killing them.
The firing squad is an interesting method.
Hey, that man asked for that. That's not on them.
No,
Utah allows you to ask for
Yeah.
your method of execution.
You get to choose.
Can you
That's-
choose to wrestle a bear?
Can you choose?
I don't think so because
Beheading?
you can't require the state to appropriate you a bear.
Yeah.
But
Can
so
you
it has
choo-
to be within some reason.
But you might
What
find a
about
gay
death by
man
guillotine?
that's a bear.
I would like Davy Crockett to come stare me to death because he can do that. I saw that movie and he grinned me to death. He was going to grin down a bear. And so if he can do that to a bear, why would I want to fight the bear? I need to fight Davy Crockett.
Ted Nugent fought a bear once. I synced it.
Did he fight it with a crossbow?
He is our
hit it
modern
with
day.
just hit it right in the face.
He is the modern day David Crockett.
Just like, pow! And that bear took off.
Ted Nugent for life.
It was awesome. On his hunting show.
I just remember the one where he taught people how to survive and then he hunted them. You remember that?
Cat Scratch Fever.
Is that the actual name of the show?
No.
Oh.
No, it was. I think it was a song or.
There was a real show.
Yeah, there was a for real show where he taught people to survive so he could hunt them. With like a Nerf bow and arrow or like whatever. It was sticky arrows.
Yes.
So he just like got him in the forehead.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm going to have to look this up.
It's pretty fucking great. Except for being against weed, Ted Nugent's an alright guy. I'd watch him hunt people.
He needs to get
seasons.
over it. You can't tell me Ted Nugent never smoked weed in his life.
No, I bet
I'm
he did.
Pretty sure he did.
The damn Yankees? Come on.
Yeah.
So do they know if the person that killed himself had any like preemptive thoughts themselves? Like were they
little bit.
depressed at
A
all?
little bit.
or-
Yeah, they had said
What
they'd
was
been
his
talking to this
relationship
kid
to this
who...
person?
Huh?
Did he have any like relationship to this person? or
Yeah,
he-
they were
like,
friends.
They were just friends.
Mhm.
That's it. They were supposedly good friends.
Mhm.
And he
A guy and a girl.
and he convinced her to kill herself.
Mm-hmm. And bought her a can of air duster
Did he?
that she could huff so she could pass out.
Does he say if he thinks that he was doing her, a favor?
He was what they said is like through his text messages, he was actually talking with a friend about how he was going to help her and convince her that she should do it, and he was going to help her. And he even said it'd be like getting away with murder.
Damn.
So not really all that good of a friend to this girl. It
No,
seems just
no.
So what kind
one
of
of
friend
those
does
dicks.
that?
This guy,
Fuck.
Utah kids.
Fuck.
My brother once knew of a person that assisted somebody in a suicide because they couldn't do it themselves. Woman did a video of the whole thing, saying, this is my wishes, I just can't do it. But I believe she had an illness of some, she found out she had cancer or something like that, and her friend shot her. Now, after long years of therapy and everything, this woman later became a crisis counselor. And actually went to college, became, a full-on, counselor, not just, like a drug counselor program that you go and do for 6 months and then they give you a certificate, but, actually got a degree. So, I guess a lot of the times it depends on the circumstances around each case on why they did it, but this person was actually, I think, trying to be a friend to the person and the best, I don't know how I'd respond to the best friend I ever had in my life saying, dude, I'm dying, it's going to be horrible, I can't afford this shit, but if, I can't do it.
It's intimate as fuck.
That's like way bigger than being somebody's best man.
Right. Do you ever listen to Doug Stanhope's stand-up?
No.
His mother was like super sick, so he helped her kill herself at his house, and it's such a morbid story, but it's so funny, and he makes a little like weekend of it, and they get all super drunk before she like pops like 100 morphine tablets, but she was super sick and dying, that's some hardcore shit.
What they do to you in hospice.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Give you morphine until you just shut down and die.
Yeah.
So, in this text message he sent, it says, the thing is, I want to help kill them. It'd be awesome. Seriously, I'm going to help her. It's like getting away with murder. I'm so fucked up. I'm seriously not joking. It's going down in about a week or two.
Oh yeah, dude, that kid's gonna fucking fry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Yeah, and he filmed and gave commentary while filming
Oh my god.
over the whole thing. He filmed the whole thing.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Commentary?
Yeah, with commentary. With commentary.
Wow.
That's going to be enough emotional fucking kicker for the jury to say, fuck this asshole.
Do you think they're going to show it without the commentary and then have a director's cut that they show the jury with the commentary?
Yeah.
Would be the way to do it.
What if the girl thought the whole thing was a joke and that he was supposed to cut her down? It's just supposed to be a quick YouTube video, like, he convinced her she was going to be famous.
Maybe.
Just huff some ether. Or duster, or whatever the hell. Huff fucking this shit, pass out, and then he just didn't cut her down. Then it is murder.
Yeah.
I convinced myself
they're
that
trying
as a
to
jury member with this guy. Fuck this piece of shit.
They had to have enough probable cause, but it's still low. Even though they have this evidence, there's still no laws that say they
can't convince somebody else to kill themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
He looks
what's
like a
sad
little motherfucker,
is
dude.
you would even have to
Yeah.
have a law that says
It's
you
weird.
can't convince somebody else to kill themselves.
Yeah.
You'd think that a society
I can't
would
zoom
understand that pretty easily, that you
in. I'm
don't
gonna show
you
a
don't
picture,
do
but I
that.
can't zoom in on it.
Can't click on it. No,
No,
new
it
tab.
won't let me.
Your phone sucks.
Well, fuck this guy.
Now this is
though.
like twice in a year
Yeah.
that this has been a big thing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. But here's the thing, like that there's gonna be a weird line. Like, what about people who kill themselves out of like anger or like spite? You know, and does that need to sit on? I mean, personally, already gonna sit
Also,
with
is
that shit,
anybody
but-
that does online bullying going to suddenly be charged with first-degree murder
Right.
if somebody kills
Right.
themselves?
Mm-hmm.
right?
Like, you know, as much as I disapprove of bullying, I'm not exactly saying somebody deserves life in prison for doing it.
Mhm.
Well, the minimum is 15 years for this kid. Minimum.
I mean, how old is he? He might be out.
How old was
Still
he?
in time to have him get
Oh,
married,
I
have
already
a wife.
closed
You
the
know.
tab. Let me see if I don't have the tab. Let's see. I'm looking. I'm sorry.
18.
18.
I don't know. So, I mean, 15 years. It's not the worst sentence in the world. Kid needs like a place where he gets psychological help, though. You throw that kid at 18 in a prison system, you're not.
Yeah, he's just gonna
Like,
come out worse than
Oh,
he was.
that kid's gonna come out fucking way dangerous.
Mhm.
Now, you can try to rule that, or argue that it wasn't caused by his actions. But it was. I mean, he bought the fucking shit.
Yeah,
Tied
I'd say
him in.
that.
I mean, I would
yeah.
say he was a pivotal part
Like,
of the whole
unless
process.
He convinced her to do those things. That's kind of. It's really
Like,
assisted
in that
murder in a way.
Yeah, in
Like-
that case, I mean, it's assisted suicide still, nonetheless. He didn't make her die. She had the final decision on whether or not she huffed
Yeah.
Duster and passed out with a neck or a noose around her neck. She didn't have to do that. But you don't go buy somebody the goddamn rope and hope not to be held culpable in this person's death.
Right.
It kind of sucks
Yeah.
that they don't have reckless disregard second-degree murder in fucking Utah. Because, I mean, that's really what he's guilty of, is second-degree murder. He recklessly did, his actions recklessly caused the death of somebody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was beyond just being negligent, it's criminally negligent.
Right.
Like,
True.
there's Man, I hope this kid is rich.
He didn't
Because-
look rich.
You didn't
Oh,
look very
goddamn
rich
it.
now.
Family's not going to get shit.
Isn't the sale of LSD one count of attempted manslaughter?
No.
And
No?
That's a
Is
drug
that-
myth,
okay.
street myth.
I was going to say, because that's kind of falling along the same lines.
no, it's following along the same lines as other shit. Like knowing that somebody was getting sexually assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
And not
Oh,
saying
yeah.
anything about
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, good point.
But
Yeah.
that's different than buying
Yeah.
like the rubber
yeah.
that the assailant uses and
Huh. But what if you did buy the rubber for the assailant?
I think then you're just as guilty for the rape in the eyes of the law on that one. You're now an active participant in that woman's rape. You are as bad as the rapist.
Oh boy.
So, same logic, though.
Yeah.
This fucking guy in Utah
Right.
bought the news.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they don't have a suicide law saying you are not allowed to commit suicide, because that's really what he's guilty of, is committing, assisted suicide.
There
which
isn't
is the
a
same
law, I
as,
don't think.
which is the same as assisted murder. If you assist in a murder, you're as guilty as the murderer as the person that committed it, or in any action that gets somebody murdered, any criminal action. If suicide is a felony in the state of Utah, then he's guilty of first-degree murder because he actively participated, engaged in a felony that caused the death of another person.
Yeah.
And anytime you're engaged in felonious activity that causes the death of another person, even one of the participants of such said crime, you are guilty of their murder. So if suicide is a felony in the state of Utah, he is guilty of first-degree murder. That would be the way I would reason that argument as prosecution.
But suicide's not
God damn, what a piece of shit.
Google it. We have the ultimate tool in our hands. Yeah.
Disclaimer, that's not legal advice, it's just my opinion.
Utah law prohibits deliberate mercy killings. However, doctors are permitted to withhold or withdraw life-sustaining measures in some circumstances.
So I would bet that physician-assisted suicide is a felony in the state of Utah. If a doctor was to help a patient kill themselves, they would be tried for murder in the state of Utah. And that's no different than what this person did. So getting away with murder, it's not going to happen for him.
Yeah. He's going to jail for at least 15 years.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum.
At least.
Yeah.
Fuck this kid.
Okay.
Tyler.
He looks like a Tyler.
He did look like a Tyler, didn't he?
I have more respect for the Slender Man girls. And they went crazy. They fucking went all brutal, and then they were dedicated, man. They were walking to go see Slender Man. They thought they won.
Yeah.
Yep.
Though they're very horrible at stabbing people. They stabbed that girl like 50 fucking times, and she walked away. That is not commitment. I don't think Slender Man would have taken them.
50?
Dude, they stabbed her a bunch of times. Not like I was probably exaggerating.
Didn't she live?
Yeah, she walked away from him, walked up to the highway, and got help.
Yeah.
Like, these girls terrible at stabbing people. She was back into school in like 4 months. I bet she doesn't have very many friends.
Nice.
By choice.
What you got
For what?
next time?
Next topic? Fuck, man, I don't know. Let's talk about the Great Spam Crisis.
The Great Spam Crisis. So what's up with this?
So, in Hawaii, I didn't know this until today. Spam's a pretty big fucking deal in Hawaii.
Yeah.
They love it. They have a fucking festival about spam.
Wait,
Spam Fest.
Spam
Yeah.
in the can?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They are
spam in
keeping
a can.
this company alive.
Yes. And apparently in Hawaii, it's a problem now of meth heads stealing spam to support their habit. So they're having to lock spam up in a locked case or keep it up front in front of the registers like they do with the gum.
Wait, because what are they doing? They just
People are stealing it and selling
selling
it
it on the
for
black
drug.
market.
Yeah, for drug money.
Black marketing
Oh, wow.
spam.
Yeah,
Straight up black marketing spam.
it's the good shit.
Well, I mean, if I can't steal my drugs because people protect those with guns,
Yeah,
you steal
yeah.
your spam. It's,
Yeah,
it's
because
obvious what we need
It's
to
in
do
a
here.
can.
yeah,
We need
and
to give the spam
Wait,
sellers
so-
guns.
yeah,
So are they doing that in Hawaii or are they doing that
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Okay.
That's the only place, even Minnesota, where it's from.
They don't eat that much spam.
Yeah.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, I was wondering if people were buying it here or stealing it here and selling it on the black market to
No.
Hawaii.
No, we should do that
we
though.
should.
I know,
should
that's
totally
what I'm
make
saying.
some
Because
money.
I don't think,
New
it's not
angle
like
on this
either.
crime.
It's just
No
spam. We'll
up
send
in
them
the
all
front.
of Colorado spam.
We can do that.
I mean, how much does Spam go for? We just got to
It's
really
like
evade
$2 a
the
can.
shipping tax on
I'm
getting
sure
it
it's
there.
probably like a 25% of how much it costs there.
That's your job,
Like,
Mike,
it's probably
is to check
significantly cheaper
into
to get
how
Spam.
much
I mean, it's
we
not.
could sell Spam.
It's not the
for.
first time I've heard of
I'm on
food
it.
being a major crime organization. I mean, like, you know, organized crime steals fucking caviar in Russia.
Mhm.
They'll jack a truck; it's worth 1.5 million in caviar,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just sell that on the black market.
Absolutely.
So it's not the first time I've heard of food being sold on the black market. It's just Spam.
Yeah, they fucking
Like,
love
it's-
it there.
It's garbage.
Wow.
meat.
It must be Samoan people. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Well, okay, Hawaiians. I just think of The Rock, man, when I think of Hawaii. I don't know why.
Isn't
Just
he
him
black?
and a... Huh?
Isn't he black?
Kinda. He's... Yeah. I don't know. If the right light hits him.
I think
But I-
Family Guy already tried to figure that out once.
Yeah. That's one of those dark rabbit holes you can go to on YouTube. Is The Rock black?
Rock black.
Just Spam is the last thing I would think about black marketing.
No, that's what you eat if you're desperate. I figured that's what like meth heads would steal to get to eat.
Right?
Because
No. They're
No.
making big money off of it, I bet.
You know, I just did a search on the street value of Spam. The only thing that comes up is Viagra street value.
In Hawaii?
Interesting. No, just in Google.
Oh.
It's all Viagra instead of Spam.
That's because that's another big thing here.
Yeah. Us Americans, we
Viagra.
can't get hard. You ever watch TV and notice how many like erectile dysfunction commercials there are? It's weird.
yeah, it's
Everywhere. Especially like TV land. Every other
what's
commercials.
really shocking
Huh.
is driving through Florida and seeing all the billboards for vasectomies
Megan
everywhere.
says Spam
like
is $2.99
people are
at
cutting their
King's.
balls off all over Florida. They got billboards like every mile about taking your testicles off in Florida. It's fucking crazy.
When we went to Bongathon a couple of years ago, we passed through Trinidad and they have billboards
Yeah,
about cutting your balls off.
it
And,
was pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah.
I'm just
Shit you only see once in your life. It's amazing.
I'm not going back to Florida. People are losing their balls in Florida, man.
Spam is also served at Burger King and McDonald's on the islands.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's used in popular sushi dishes in Hawaii.
what? It's everywhere.
That's
That
disgusting.
just kind of
It's
made
making
me
me want to
like,
go to Hawaii
yeah, I
less
know,
and less.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
often
kinda
referred to
thought,
as
like,
the
Hawaii was
Hawaiian
cool.
steak.
But
Uh,
maybe I'll just sell them some Spam.
Spam
Instead.
Jam. That's the festival. The festival's called Spam Jam.
Spam Jam.
Wow.
Is that really? What
Yeah.
it's called?
Yes.
Spam.
There's a
Jam.
festival there
Oh
called
my God.
Spam Jam.
Oh my god, that's
That is
hilarious.
That's
not okay.
crazy.
I'm getting tickets next
I don't
year.
even know the last time I ate
Yeah, and I'm
Spam.
getting a lot of
Because
Spam.
that's why I want to go
You're
to
getting a whole
Hawaii.
pallet.
is to go to
Wonder how they
Spam
feel
Jam.
about corned
Selling
beef
them for
hash.
$10 a pop.
It really does make you wonder, like, how many foods like this are black market. I mean, almost all of them have got to have some sort of fucking black market behind them.
You're gonna have to get the Tor browser. We're gonna have to dark web this shit.
Dark web it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I can't do it at my house. I'm already on a list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd like
think
to
we're on
knock
a
off
few.
cigarette truck. Take those fuckers up to New York. I bet you make $1 million off that tripload. Easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Selling those things as singles out there. And I'm white. Nobody's gonna choke me out in fucking New York.
Yeah, they're not going to
'Cause, you know,
you.
Because I'm gonna put my hands behind my back and I'm gonna go to jail. It's over fucking cigarettes, dude. I don't need to resist. I'm gonna bond out for $20 later.
I miss selling individual smokes.
It's
Or
good.
buying
I miss that
individual
too.
smokes.
There's one way to keep yourself smoking while you're in high
Lucy's.
school.
Lucy.
Lucy's.
Yes.
And then the price started getting all weird, and you're like, I need like 39 cents for a cigarette. Goddamn taxes keep coming out. Used to be a quarter for a cigarette.
Yeah.
And you couldn't, like, by my senior year, I don't think you could do that anymore. It was like 29 cents a cigarette is what you were paying for it. And you're like, no, you can't have a fucking cigarette for a quarter. Fuck off, dude.
30 cents.
I want $1. Give me $1 for this cigarette.
Inflation.
And the guy would pull out $1 and he'd give it to you. And you're like, God damn, I love selling Lucy's.
Right. Because he really needs a cigarette.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Maybe
why
we
would
need
even supply and
Oh,
demand.
yeah, Spam.
Spam.
I was the only supply in his
Hey.
immediate vicinity.
Have you ever eaten Spam?
Not in a long time.
I've never tried it.
It's
No.
gross. Yeah.
No, I will not.
It's like cat food.
Yeah.
I've smelled it. And then I was like, no.
We should eat it sometime.
What's gross is
No.
when you
Let's eat it on
open
the
it.
podcast.
There's like certain
And the
things.
sound it makes?
Well, no, that like the juice,
There's-
the
Yeah.
nasty juice that you have to pour out before you
Yeah.
can get, and then the sound, that suction cup sound that you get when you.
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
certain things you can say, I'm never going to eat that and be fine with it. You don't have to even try it. I've heard enough people tell me how bad Spam is to never want to taste it in my life.
I would prefer if we do that we cook it
Yeah. I don't eat raw Spam.
with some pineapple.
I thought it's pre-cooked meat.
Hawaiian steak.
style.
Yeah.
It is pre-cooked meat. But that doesn't mean you can.
I want
can't
to
cook
burn it.
down.
I want to fry it, man. Can we stick it in a deep fryer?
I have a
Like Spam
buddy
balls?
who likes Spam burgers.
Ew.
Ugh.
Like he'll put it on top of a burger.
Seriously,
Why would you
Spam looks
burn a
so
burger?
gross. I think they originally marketed it for dog food and realized dogs wouldn't eat it.
That's kind of how margarine was, because they made it for chickens, and the chickens wouldn't eat it, so now everyone eats it as butter.
I'm not
See?
surprised.
Yeah.
It's yummy.
So, sure, there's more shit like that.
Humans
that
may
will
be
eat
apex
that
predators,
animals
but
won't.
we're also the worst garbage feeders on the planet.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We got
We're
fast
awesome.
food.
We can eat anything.
we are like goats.
You guys. I need help.
Should we move on to
I
another
thought you
subject?
liked
only-
getting your head rubbed.
It's only harassment if Harvey Weinstein or Bill O'Reilly do it.
That's true.
But Doug's my host. But I had to fill out that NDA,
Yeah.
so
There you go,
Yes.
I
man.
can't talk about
You
it.
can't.
Did you have a pre-filled out affidavit from this man that you can put a date on at any time?
I don't
Need
even remember
that.
signing
I do.
it.
I do.
He just needs to sign it.
He
You
signed
date it whenever, so that way when the allegation comes out, you just date that right after that date and show it to everybody.
Huh?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not saying that's what happened with that Gretchen chick, but Bill O'Reilly does have a signed affidavit from her saying that it's bullshit.
Right.
She's a lawyer. She probably knew not to sign an blank affidavit that doesn't have a date on it.
Yeah, right.
I want to talk about noise pollution.
Let's do it.
Ah,
A man in Canada was ticketed $150 for singing "Everybody Dance Now" too loud.
everybody dance now.
They got him for noise pollution.
It's fucked, man.
What are you doing over there? Are you breaking shit?
What the hell? Well, you know,
In Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Canada.
The place
I-
that produced Drake.
I
Justin
approve
Bieber.
Of
Yeah.
this
But they didn't
measure.
produce that song, did they?
And Nickelback.
And
It was
Maybe that's
because of
why.
the song, right?
I don't know.
Because if it was because of the song, I totally agree with the measure.
Well-
but if it's because of the decibels, they need to fuck off.
You know, the song is something you can't help but sing to.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I think he should have just been
What's
fined
going on?
$150 for allowing that song to still exist in the world. Anybody that
Yeah.
plays it should
What's
be fined
going on, Cameron?
$150.
Nothing.
Everybody
What's
dance
a song that
Fine
you
him
think should
$150. It
instantly
should
get
happen
you
right now.
fined?
There should be somebody at that door, like
For
FCC,
singing.
fining him for that.
Poker Face by
Poker
Lady
Face?
Gaga.
Yeah.
$250,000.
What's a song you think people should be fined for singing instantly?
Oh, that fucking Ed Sheeran song.
Oh, the way your body moves
Yeah.
or whatever? Yeah. That's pretty awful.
The shape of your body or
350,000.
whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
that.
Your
Yes, you
your
do.
kids probably love that shit. You should ask them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What's it fucking called?
Megan's into some weird shit, man.
Yeah.
pretty sure she's into Ed Sheeran.
That one song about bass. You know, it's
Oh,
all
here it
about
is.
that bass.
Mm-hmm. By
It's
the
called
Megan
Shape of You.
Tambury chair.
You know,
With
she's
Bill?
Yeah.
apparently it's
bitch
like
is
about having
annoying.
a fat ass or something.
Yeah.
But-
No, it's all about anal.
Is it?
Yeah, she only does butt stuff.
But why is she against titties? Like,
'Cause
she's
she
all
ain't
like
got no titties.
treble, so.
It's because she's got that badonka donk.
Oh.
Guess.
Well, I don't know. I just don't think that song should
You've
exist.
never
It
heard
wasn't
this
really
song?
well written.
You're gonna get us flagged.
That's it. Show's over.
I think I know that song.
Way to go, Cam.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's pretty awful.
He's the fucking ginger, right?
Yeah, he was in
I
Lord
don't
of the
know, my
Rings.
friend's
That looks like
4-year-old
he's
loves that
about
shit.
to
It
about
drives
to be
me nuts.
scandalized.
Yep.
I think it should be Don't Worry, Be Happy.
By
That
Bobby
one.
That's a
McFerrin?
fucking great
Oh,
song.
but
No,
that
I think
song.
somebody needs
Is
to
that
be
Bobby
fined for
McFerrin?
that. I even
don't
think the
know.
artist writer should be fined for that.
Yeah. I think any song by U2.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah,
we
there
can
you
all
go.
agree on that.
Any song by U2 should
The
instantly
radio would
you
get in a lot of trouble then.
Hmm?
I said a lot of radio stations would get in trouble too.
They
They
should.
should.
They should. Yeah.
Damn right.
Anybody who
and,
plays U2 should get in
21
trouble.
Pilots.
Mm.
I
I
fucking
don't. I
hate
couldn't
21
even tell you a
Pilots.
21 Pilots song.
Really?
No.
I'm not.
I'm trying to think. I can't
I
remember
can't
that
name
shit.
a specific one, but I know.
Did
like,
they do that
I've
one
heard so
for
many.
Suicide Squad? Heathens? Is that 21 Pilots?
Yeah.
Yeah. They did.
I couldn't tell you it off the top of my head.
Yeah, you could.
No, I couldn't.
I'll,
Okay.
I'll show you.
I'll get even a
during-
little bit more meaner and say, fucking. What's the newest Five Finger Death Punch song?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
But you
Finger?
don't really hear people singing to Five Finger Death Punch.
I
Do you?
First album,
Well, the first album, sure.
but I don't sing to anything
They're
else.
justifying it.
Well,
Not even once.
he was better. When
Or
Five
Human.
Finger, not even once.
That song "Human" by what's their face? Fucking
Just say no
no.
to FFDP.
I'll look it up so I know the name because I know the. That's a horrible.
Human,
song.
are you thinking 3 Days Grace?
No, not that song. It's the
Kanye
song that they
West.
play.
Is it Nothing More?
I feel bad for this guy though.
Yeah. You know, you shouldn't be fined for listening to the music you love, no matter how terrible it is.
Okay, I guess I can say that, but I don't. I'd rather I didn't have to listen to other people's bad music.
You just make them turn it down.
Yeah.
Offer them a spanking instead of a fine. A bare bottom spanking.
Sir, nobody wants to dance now. Would you please turn it the fuck off?
Will you pull your pants up,
Everybody
sir?
dance now. That's what I imagine him saying, like or sounding. You know?
Yes.
Move
Yeah.
to the music.
Yeah. He probably didn't sound very good, and that's the whole reason. If he was a good singer, they probably would have.
he's all Bismarck.
What if
in
he
it.
just got dumped by his boyfriend?
And he needed the pick me up?
Yeah.
Wait, maybe it was because it was gender appropriation and it's against the law in Canada. They might actually be that liberal. And since that song was sang by a woman, I'm pretty sure the song was sang by a woman, right?
I think there was a
That or that
girl
dude had
and
some
a-
nice tits.
and
Yeah.
a guy, a girl
I
and a guy.
don't know that much about the song other than
I
We
see.
watched the video.
There
Yeah,
was.
we watched the video. CNC Music
CNC
Factory?
Music Factory.
So
Yep.
he as a man is not allowed to take and appropriate her gender contributions.
But what if he's all like, "Yas, queen"? Is that
Well, I guess if he chose to be a woman, that's also
Yeah.
his right. So
What the fuck was that?
it's a Broad City thing. I don't know. Chicks do it.
Chicks do it.
That's what females call comedy. Yas, queen.
I saw a little bit of
It's
that.
just everywhere, dude. You'll see it so
alright.
much now.
No,
Yes.
no, I don't want to.
Yas.
I don't want to. So, do you think they were right to give this guy a ticket, though?
Hell no.
Anybody?
No.
Wait, what time of day was it?
During the day?
It's like 4 in
It
the
was
morning.
during.
I mean, I
4
guess
in
if,
the
like,
morning.
if he was like parked
It was
outside
before
my house
sunrise,
with his
then
stereo
yeah.
Yeah, just
cranked
blasting
up,
it, just trying
You
to like.
know, I could understand.
to win somebody back. This was our
But
song.
if this guy's driving on a public road and just driving down the road blasting his music.
How loud do you have to be to supersede the, noise ordinance?
Pretty
laws?
fucking
I
loud.
mean, that's loud.
Well, that's loud here. Is that loud in
It says he
Canada?
was
Maybe
being
if they're
too
like,
loud
if your
in
neighbor
public.
can hear you, you're being too loud, sir.
Too loud in public.
Probably parked at a park. He's having some lunch.
Give Canadians a decade of, if you're loud enough for anybody close by to hear you, you're being too loud, for them to never come back to America again. Because they'd be like, oh my God, I went to New York and nobody shuts up.
I think it was just a case of him singing that bad. I really do.
Okay, I fully agree with the law then.
But it also looked like he only disturbed the police officer, which is also kind of fucked. Because it said that he wasn't singing loud enough to disturb anyone, but a cop walked up and then walked back and got a fine for
They
it.
described it
Well,
as
this person was in
deafening.
their
It says
car.
right there on
Oh.
the screen. Denies his singing was as deafening as authorities claim. How loud do you have to sing for it to be deafening?
Right.
Said he was happily singing along with the windows mostly rolled up to the song.
Wow. What was the fine? How much?
The defense is not as
$149.
deafening and mostly rolled up. How could he have to pay the ticket?
He was moving to the music, man.
Yeah, the sweat.
I don't get it.
And he wasn't driving either? Huh.
I think
No, he was driving.
Oh, I was gonna say
he
if
he was
actually-
inside
if
his
he wasn't
car.
driving, then I know who called the cops.
Okay, so he was on the road.
I think so. It says he was pulled over in his car.
Oh, okay, now that makes more sense. Because I was thinking he was just parked somewhere. And they tried to...
That makes less sense then. If
No,
he's
it doesn't,
driving around in his car.
because you can get distracted like driving and shit if you have like you can get in trouble for like being too distracted by your music and it being too loud.
The
and
officers
being too
had asked
obnoxious
him whether
about
he'd
it.
been screaming. I said, no, I was singing.
I was like, no,
So
please.
Yeah, he was definitely
I don't know.
screaming.
You gotta keep going with that.
That's great.
That was inappropriate. I was singing the refrain, "Everybody dance now," but it wasn't loud enough to disturb anyone.
The cop must have been disturbed.
Yeah, $150. And if I hear you singing fucking U2, I'll fine you.
Fist fight you.
I swear. Oh, it's almost time.
Yeah, it
We're
is
getting
almost.
close. We gotta
Almost.
talk about something for 8 minutes.
Okay, do that. We'll do wild card bitches.
We already did that.
Which one was that?
The bomb sniffing dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
the red and the blue's throwing me off.
It's the red and the blue is a bullet
Truth,
point.
hands off.
We can't do the truth.
Yeah, that we're doing that after. Dougie's gonna go on a rant.
I'll probably go on a rant.
Okay. Idiots of champions. Stalker gone.
Do we have enough time to talk about that?
Yeah.
Do we? It's two-parter. Two-parter. I don't know.
No, we'll save it.
Kid Rock. We already did.
Okay,
half
yeah,
of
we'll
it.
talk
Yeah,
about
we'll
Kid
talk
Rock.
about Kid Rock.
Or not all heroes wear capes.
Yes,
This
hashtag not all heroes wear capes. So, Kid Rock has said recently, or very recently, when he was asked if he was going to run for Senate, his answer was, fuck no. You know he was once arrested for fighting in a Waffle House?
Yeah.
But
I'd
he has
go
been
for it.
teasing this idea for a while. He's been teasing it. You know, really, really pushing it, I think. And now he's saying, fuck no.
Fuck
Yeah.
no. He's putting
What-
an album out. He's going on tour.
Do you think that's his reasoning? I
That's
don't
what he
think
said.
so.
He's afraid.
He was afraid of losing.
I don't think he was serious to begin with, but
He's
you know,
just really drunk.
he said it, so the
Bye.
media like gave him a bunch of attention for it. So he
He's
was
like, I love this.
"Ha, that's funny. Let's keep this going."
Feels like it's
And-
1999 again.
And then finally, he's like, "What? What are you talking? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Fuck no."
You guys
I
believe
mean-
that shit?
Come on, man. I wrote a song called "Ba with the Ba." What the fuck
bang
does
to
that,
bang
or
thing.
the bang to bang, whatever? What the fuck does that even mean? I don't even speak English.
Up,
I'm
up
not
jumped
running
the
for
monkey.
office.
He doesn't even know.
The bang.
To bang, to bang, to.
Now, do you think he would have won?
No? Well, I don't know. Nowadays,
Who would have won in a fucking Senate race? Eminem or fucking Kid Rock?
Where is it being held?
Michigan.
Michigan.
Probably
Michigan.
Eminem.
Probably
And
Eminem.
probably Eminem in Michigan.
Well, they're both in Michigan.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. It'd probably be him in Michigan, between the two. Now, if he was running in, say, Texas, it'd be Kid Rock. If the campaign was in Texas.
Which is funny because they're both from Detroit. They're both Detroit trailer trash, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but country folk just like Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially
I don't know
when
why.
he did that whole
He's like,
shift into. That's right, bad,
He's like-
no.
well, it's hard to be a rock and roll, tough guy, bad guy, but it's really easy to be the country bad boy,
Mhm.
You can't do that as much in metal. I mean, you got guys doing all kinds of crazy shit in metal. And he was never going to go real far there. He did a smart career move by switching over to country.
It all changed when the midget died.
Yeah.
It's true.
You gotta rework things.
Hashtag, it all changed when the midget died.
Oh, one more. R.I.P. Joey C. I miss him. Every day. He made Kid Rock tolerable. I know you don't remember it. He had a midget that wore a really long sweater and shit.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yep.
"Yo, kid!"
What rest R.I.P.
Joey C.
Was that his name?
Yeah.
I saw him with Kid Rock at that Freeloader show in
Yeah.
Denver.
Yeah. Was he hyping people up
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
he
stage?
was like
and just-
Kid Rock's little Flava Flav.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
He always had a lot of gold chains on
Yep.
and a pimp chalice.
What, the Joey C?
Yeah.
Flavor Flav.
Both.
Yeah. It's hype man accessories.
Hey, if you're going to be a midget, at least be a famous midget.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
right.
saying.
He lived the
Vern
life.
Troyer.
Yeah. Vern Troyer's living the nightmare.
I love that meme of him eating Subway.
I don't think I've ever seen
Like,
that.
it's almost as big as him.
A foot long eating the foot long. Shouldn't laugh at that, Mike. That's insensitive.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That's just the bell of disapproval. That wasn't a hashtag.
Yes.
I'm writing it down.
But yeah, I wouldn't vote for Kid Rock. I don't like his music enough. I'd vote for Fred Durst
Yeah.
instead.
No.
I know that guy. He's
Just
he's
do
a-
write-in. He wins
Yeah.
by write-in.
Fred Durst. If everybody does it, we'll all be rolling.
Oh. What about Mark McGrath?
Fuck that guy.
Fuck
Mark McGrath.
Is that who it is? The Sugar Ray?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I think there'd be a lot of people just pissed the fuck off
Dude.
if their only options were Kid Rock or Eminem.
What about the dude from Smash Mouth? Would anybody vote for him?
No.
Even if he'd let you pelt him with bread?
One song.
No, they had a couple.
Like 2.
3. The
And a
Shrek
half.
song.
That was
That was
just
a cover.
All Star. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
No.
that's their song.
But they covered
They had something
Monkey
other than
song.
Shrek.
I don't remember that shit.
Shrek was more popular than they were by far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, oh, that song from Shrek when they
Yeah.
hear it. Who are these guys?
Yeah. Oh, we made that song on Shrek. That's our claim to fame.
They're like, God damn! I didn't think that that song could make us any more money.
Yeah.
Well, Kid Rock,
This
Thank
time
you.
I'm going to invest it.
for not running for Senate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're done with
really-
these joke politicians.
Really appreciate it. You can go fuck yourself in a Waffle House.
Yeah. With Pam Anderson's fist.
Yes.
Her Geminden.
So filthy. So filthy that you gave Pamela Anderson hepatitis. That's a good claim.
Pretty
That's
classy.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
He gave Pamela
And
Anderson.
Yeah.
and he dumped her after that whole Borat thing, so fuck him.
Fuck those bastards.
Guess what time it is, Doug?
Oh, shit. You know what time it is? It's time for As
Listed
by
Craig.
Yeah.
Okay.
For those of you who do not know how to play As Listed by Craig, we will show a series of ads on Craigslist that we have searched and found. Mostly this guy. And the first few will be kind of Price is Right-ish. Right is Price-ish.
Sure.
Right? Where you will guess the price on the object. Right? Right? Our viewers will see it as well. They can guess if they want to get in. Does that make sense? You all guess the price.
And the winner gets nothing.
Yes.
It's my favorite type of competition.
Then...
Yeah. Well, no, there's a shitload of pressure. There's just no pressure.
Yeah. Then...
We're working on it.
We will show you guys, we will read a series of personal ads in which you will respond to.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I don't
Are
think
you
they're
ready to get greasy? You know how to do this? You got this?
Ready.
Are you ready? Let me get this pulled up.
Yep. Our guests need to see things.
Oh my god.
Are you blacking shit out?
Are you on number one?
Do you know this woman?
No! That's the last one.
Uncle
You've
Harry,
ruined
you
the
son of a
surprise.
bitch.
Oh, you got him. Oh, my mouse died. Hang on.
Uh-oh,
Just
he
gonna
ruined
pop
it.
up on our screen,
This guy
because that's
ruined
not
it.
Well, we're going to let the audience see it. We're not going to let you see this yet because this one is the best. You should bring up the one, though. We'll start.
Well, I got the one
first
going.
one called?
It's number one.
Number one.
At the very top. Number one.
Number one.
Which is...
Number one. Not that one.
I'm not getting anything but these.
It's number one.
Everything's all fudged up now.
At the very top of the list. Number one.
Green Bay Packet Train?
Yes. Yes,
All
Green Bay
right.
Packer train.
There, you got them mixed around.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
I
you
put
did.
no.
Yes.
I've always done it that way.
Nope.
I'll show you when we're done.
I've always done it that way.
Ooh, boy.
Okay, Cam, hitting a little close to home for you. In Wisconsin,
Yes.
a Green Bay Packer model train set. How much do you think it's worth?
Oh,
Well,
damn.
it's not even a model train set. It is just the Hawthorne Village collectible Green Bay Packers train. No tracks.
Oh,
Just the trains in perfect condition.
perfect.
$10.
I would
$10?
say $50.
$50.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know.
I'm going to go 400. Those things aren't cheap.
$400.
As if they are, you know. They're
Yeah,
not
I
that
have a
cheap.
feeling it is pretty high priced.
They're just the trains.
Yep.
Just the trains.
What are you gonna give a guess, Dougie?
I'm gonna guess 34.5. 34.50.
That's not
I
bad.
already know the price. They picked a...
We forget. We bonk ourselves on the head a lot. It's the devil's lettuce. But I'm gonna say
I think they're
one
cheaters.
freshly used collarbone.
Yes, for
Yeah, for Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Yep. It doesn't care where it comes from. Just that and some super glue. And the actual price
Took me a
is
second.
Yeah.
$225
Knew it.
for the 4 fucking trains.
$225.
Yes.
Damn.
Isn't that sad?
And $25.
Like, get some Hot Wheels and paint Green Bay on them.
I know, right? Why not?
Fucking fortune.
All right, next one is the Camo Net
The camo net.
for all your stalker needs.
Yes. Right? This is the camo net.
It looks like a pile of
Camouflage
leaves.
net. Huge camouflage netting. About 25 by 30, I believe, was a military issue. Huge camouflage netting.
Some dude wore this and killed people, is what that means. So
Yeah,
just
but I'm
think,
sure that's not part of the South.
This is huge.
No.
This is like 25 feet by 30 feet.
yeah,
Damn.
Huge.
You
huge.
like sleeping that.
Huge.
Yeah,
Built like a hut.
But you can only think of what it's worth gotta think of what this person wants to get for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I think he's selling that for $150.
$150.
It's not a bad guess.
Or his wife is making him get rid of it, and he's giving it away for free.
That'd be amazing. It'd be quite the steal.
Campbellian?
I'm gonna go with.
He's homeschool processing it. Do you see the numbers running in his head right there?
150.
Yep.
$205.
205. What you got, cracker ass?
$400.
$400 for the camo net.
This guy must
What do you
watch a
got?
lot of Prices Right.
About tree fitty.
About tree fitty?
Yeah.
That $350 or $3.50?
Because I think that's $3.50. It's
$3.50. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess 69.
That's a good guess.
I was gonna
Which
guess
is
that.
twice as much as my last guess.
I like it. Actual price?
$125.
$125.
$125.
It's actually pretty cheap.
So Doug's the closest without going over if it's Price is Right rules.
But we don't play that way.
We don't.
So we're giving it to you, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
We don't care
Yeah.
if you're over or under.
Yeah. Or under.
Wow, dude.
I think, well, we don't like giving under.
Yeah.
Only.
Yep.
So our third and final price guessing one
Is
the Cleveland Browns glasses. Yes. Cleveland Browns glasses. We've
4
got
shot
right here.
glasses,
And a
1 mini mug.
Miniature coffee cup.
$10.
$10.
If I was buying it brand new at the store.
Yeah, right?
$5 from them, or they're ripping somebody off.
Oh, my goodness.
It says how much it is on top, though. So I'm gonna guess $40.
Fail. Total fail.
I
We need
wasn't
to check
talking
that
per
next
glass either. That
Isn't that disgusting?
that is sick.
That is disgusting.
Leave it to my stone ass to
Are you
not
a team
fucking
anymore?
blur
Is that
both.
counterfeiting?
Cam's the only one that
Yeah,
caught it. He's
they're-
the only one that caught it.
They're
took me a
still
while too,
like
though.
winless every year. I think they won like 4
Son of
games
a
in the last
bitch.
like 3 years.
My team is just as bad right now, but I expect they might do better some year in the future, and Cleveland just won't.
God damn it. Are we ready for the next person?
Cowboy.
Fail.
No, it's Hillary New.
Oh, Hillary Neal.
So do I automatically win that?
Yeah.
Yeah, game over, Cam. You got that one.
You got
It's using them homeschooled smarts.
So now's the part where we respond to personal ads.
Oh boy.
Right?
This better be good, Cam.
Yep.
You made us
What was it?
mad.
Hillary New
better get in
personal
on
ad.
So this first one is called Hillary New. Hillary knows all about Harvey Weinstein. Her husband, Bill, has been a sexual predator for their entire marriage.
Fair accusation.
What? That's a really weird one to reply to.
Right? But like, what encouragement would you give this guy, or what kind of rebuttal would you be like, dude? I know, Pizzagate, Cosmo or Comet Ping Pong Pizza.
I particularly like the whole thing around that. Like, all in all,
Pizzagate?
oh yeah, it's some crazy guy goes into a store, you know, in a pizza joint with a gun,
Trying to save
trying
children.
to save children.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, oh yeah, so it's like the big thing on the left that they point that about the hard right-wing extremists. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, your left-wing extremists shoot senators on the baseball field. Ours run into pizzerias trying to save children.
Yeah.
Both are stupid. Ours is stupid with a heart of gold.
Yeah. And that kind of makes it okay.
But,
Amen.
On this guy, I really don't know what I would say back to that.
Just applaud emojis.
Yeah, like
Yeah. I think that's the best
I would.
thing you
Okay,
can
I gotta
do.
reply. I'd be like, what about before their marriage? That's what my reply would be.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
well, that's when she tried to prey on Bill. Like she stalked him for years. fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hillary has a few sexual harassment claims under her belt we just don't know about.
I'm wondering about her and Uba Abedin's relationship. She keeps her very close, like super close.
Or do you have pics?
She's always there.
Do you have pics?
Right next to her.
Pics or it didn't happen.
Pics or it didn't happen, yes.
She says she's a personal aide. What does that mean?
Yeah, right.
Carpet muncher?
That's what I interpreted it as.
That's what I think.
It doesn't clarify what kind of predator, though.
He was the monster in Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger, wasn't he?
Oh, yes, yes.
Pretty sure that was Bill Clinton.
Yeah, he's like ripping people's spines out.
And playing the saxophone. I vividly remember that.
Dude, I would pay good money to see at a Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen. And fucking Bill Clinton.
Watch it.
I don't know how I ended up this isn't my concert.
Dude, Slick Willie would have himself walking out of the room and everybody going, I never thought about it like that.
Or it'd be like the Simpsons thing where Grandpa walks in, puts his hat on, and then like walks out because Bart's working the door.
That's right. It all does depend on what the definition of the word is.
Is.
You think you got me, but let me tell you a story.
A really good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mackenzie.
Yeah, Mackenzie. With your Mackenzie waffle.
Yeah. So, you want to do the next one?
Are we doing the next one?
Yeah.
The next one's called Cowboy. Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Oh, whoa. How do I go back to it?
What the hell is that?
Cowgirl WF. What's that?
I have no fucking idea.
WF. Looking for a cowboy guy. Redundant. Who loves pickup trucks, wearing jeans and cowboy boots, riding horses and riding a Harley. A cowboy the age is 50 to 60, looking for a best friend and lover, for good and bad days in life together. I hope there is a guy out there that is wanting a loving, caring cowgirl and is not into playing games with a relationship. A good guy to ride into the sunset with. I hope you are out there for me.
That's fucking beautiful.
That's touching.
Like, that lady's never gonna find it on Craigslist, but good for her. Gotta go to Farmers Only, I think, or Cowboys Only.
And it's not only for farmers now.
ReverseCowgirl.com.
What's a cowboy guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that is a trap, and if you reply to it and then go meet with this, you're going to find some serial killer dude that's going to kill you.
Or take your kidneys.
I don't think this person is a cowboy. There's way too much,
or cowgirl.
Cowgirl. There's just way too much trendy shit in there. A guy to ride in the sunset with. You're not going to get a cowboy to be like, he's just touching my heart. It's going to make you think, what the fuck's she talking about? I'm in bed before sunset, bitch. I'm a cowboy.
Was this in Wisconsin?
I think so. Pretty sure.
Goddamn cowboy.
Yeah.
Go out to the country.
Fucking cowboy hat.
Milwaukee's not the place. You'll find men in leather, but not your cowboy. Cowboy guy.
I bet she was listening to a bunch of Bon Jovi's Wanted Dead or Alive when she wrote this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, maybe.
Just looking for her Bon Jovi.
Riding horses and while riding a Harley?
She sounds like a Leonard Skinner.
The Harley's going to scare the horses. You can't ride them both.
Yeah. Don't be ignorant.
It's bad.
Now, they like wearing jeans and cowboy boots. That's a qualification.
Is he even a boy anymore at 50 or 60? I think.
Yeah, he's a cowboy.
No, he's a cowboy guy.
Cowboy man?
I think he's a cowman.
Cowman. Yeah, I believe cowman.
I think it's the proper verbiage.
Yeah. It's when they're graying the hair like Sam Elliott. He's a cowman.
He is a cowman.
He's just the man.
What say you?
I would probably say something like, I saw your ass looking for a cowboy. I'm a boy cow, wondering if you happen to be a girl cow. And if you have fresh udders.
Oh. What kind of boy cow are you? Are you the top half cow or the top half boy?
Top half cow.
Just with legs and a dick.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
I know, right?
That'd be so weird. Watch Welcome Back to the Barnyard and think about that.
I really only
like-
gave my
it's like-
explanation.
Yeah, he didn't give an answer.
What I'm actually going to say to that person is, are you going to rape me? That would be my question. My analyst, but you had to understand why I would say that back.
Right. Would it be with a winky face?
As a cowboy,
Well, of
I only
course.
last 8 seconds.
Or what does WF mean?
Why else would I be looking at classified ads if I don't want to be raped?
Yeah, right. So, I got one. Hey, how's it going? I got cowboy boots. Wants to ride in my truck with me with my sister and us, and we can have a fun time.
Yes.
Is this in Berthoud?
Yeah, this isn't Berthoud.
This is
Or maybe Johnstown. But
probably Johnstown.
hope that you don't like gluten in your food.
Oh my god.
How's it going?
A gluten-free cowboy?
Yeah, they exist,
They do.
and they build up their trucks.
Hashtag gluten-free cowboy.
I'm never gonna unthink that
That's
now
a
when I
very
think of that
limited
guy.
dating site.
The gluten-free cowboy.
That's a good song title.
Yeah, this is a good song title.
It's my next song title.
Billy Bang My Sister's next song title?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It might beat out Japanese Cowboy on my favorite cowboy songs list.
Yes.
By Ween.
Well, if Ween wrote Gluten-Free Cowboy, I'd probably
No,
like it.
but didn't they write Japanese cowboy?
Oh, yeah.
So what do we have
Concert
next?
favorite.
What's our next one? It is, that's this one.
Yep.
Oh god.
Weekday playtime. Weekday playtime. T4T. You know what that means.
Yeah.
Looking for some daytime fun weekdays. I'm married and a normal guy, but a closet dresser. Open to oral, and if bath are okay, will be a safe bottom. I can host. He needs a bath to be a bottom.
What?
Only
Is
in a
that
bath
bath
to be a
salts? Bath salts, maybe?
bottom. No, I think
No, just a bath. Just
He's gonna
nice,
make a
warm,
mess.
yeah. You gotta draw a bath.
He's gonna fucking make a mess.
Nothing says wearing high heels like drawing a bath.
So he isn't gluten-free.
I'm guessing not.
No, he looks like he's eating a lot of gluten. He looks like a big boy.
I wish I could pull up the rest of the pictures. But
You guys should be glad he
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
I went through them.
'Cause,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got one for this cam. I can feel it.
Look.
It's brewing.
T for T. Cause I'm T for T. I'm
That's-
transvestite.
That's a hard one to come up with.
Hey, I dress in the closet too.
Well, tell us something we don't know, Cam.
Damn.
All right, I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Hey, bro. I also enjoy daytime weekdays. I'm married too. Can my kid wait in the car? I am also open to a bath.
We're going to the library.
Yeah. Daddy needs to make a pit stop before we go to the library.
Pit stop?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then smiley face, safe bottom, and then I would do the emoji of a jackhammer and like a spinning top, because I'm a power top. And that's just where it ends. And eggplant emoji like 10 times.
I just have a question. If he's married and he's hosting, could you imagine
If his wife comes
his
home,
wife walked
she
in while
probably
they were
works
in the
weekdays.
bath? Yeah, daytime weekdays. Yeah, probably stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
This is what being a stay-at-home dad has turned him
Right.
into.
Got it.
Wow.
How many stay-at-home dads Our closet dressers.
Ask Butter's dad, man.
And do you think he tries to keep his wife's physique so he can wear her clothes?
Probably. Dad, or one day she comes home, she's like, what are these big-ass heels doing here?
Why are you so into shopping with me?
He's just got a little basket held behind him that he's just throwing clothes in. He's like, oh, honey, go to the car. You gotta tip the lady.
Okay, so how about response? I'm more of a weekends fun kind of guy. Bring your wife over. You know, can you bring your wife in, and we do a little sandwich action.
Nice.
Stop hiding from who you are.
Some MFT action.
Yeah.
I would say that, and then I'd be like, do you have an extra set of heels for me? And then we'd make a high heel sandwich.
I'd be interested.
Be a tall sandwich.
But my bathroom is not gender neutral.
So does that mean only one person at a time can go in there? Or
Yeah.
if you're confused, you can't go in there?
Right.
It's got a force field?
Yeah.
They just walk into it?
Yeah.
It's pretty high tech. He showed it to me.
Huh. That's why I've never seen
My
it.
wife put it in there.
It's
So I can't
you out,
host,
yeah.
but I can come over.
Okay. My reply would be, can we just have a dress-up party?
I bet he'd be down for that.
The first part's fine, but, you know, like...
You're not down for baths?
No. I'm
Baths and
okay.
oral?
Baths and oral.
I'm also
Not if he wants to
age
be all
fluid.
safe about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't say
I'm a risk
age.
taker.
What age he wants.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I'd hit it.
At this point, I don't think he cares about anything in life.
Well, this fucking look at that leg. Look at that.
He works
Yeah.
out.
Look at that.
That looks like the
Right
dude from
there.
LMFAO.
Bruce Jenner is an inspiration to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's been watching too much Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
This is the last one, y'all.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
You guys don't really have to reply to this, but do you know this woman?
Do you know this woman? I think she's the one who's been doing the flagging, but I'm not sure.
I don't think that's a woman.
I don't think it is either.
I think that's just a fat kid holding liquor.
Yeah. Welcome to my nightmares, ladies
Is that a
and
riding
gentlemen.
crop coming out of the pants?
Oh my god, I think it is.
And beef eater.
Beef eater.
Beef eater vodka.
Beef eater.
Or
Gin.
with gin.
Fucking gin.
Damn.
Just gin.
Something about him makes me want to steal his glasses and then run him off my island. Call him Piggy.
I think someone fucked a pig, and that's what came out. Finally, a human impregnated a pig.
Babe pig in the city.
After they've been fucking their pig for
Yeah.
a really long time.
I'm just saying, you better not
Come
get
drink
stranded
my
on an
gin, you
island
little
with a bunch of
creep.
10-year-old boys, or it's
That's what
over
I
for you.
imagine it sounds like.
Little pansy.
Exactly.
You little sissy.
I bet he's a midget, too.
It's called gin time again.
This is just disturbing to look at by
Yeah.
itself. It's just
This is what I see when I close my eyes at night.
it's a thing of nightmares are made of.
Yeah.
Did you post this?
What's the name of the drink in his hand?
Beef
Because-
eater gin.
Beef
It's
eater
fucking gin.
Because they need to sue this guy.
Or get them for him to be the new mascot.
Spokesperson.
Yeah.
Beer beef eater.
Yeah.
If that is the
Needs a
official
belly tattoo.
spokesperson, that country that they sell most of their booze in is a very weird place to go.
Yeah.
Actually, probably,
$5
that probably would
to the
actually
first
sell it in
person
Japan.
who
It
can
really
tell
would.
us who this person is. Viewers.
Is that Roseanne?
It might be.
It's
Dude.
Chaz Bono.
Yeah.
Death and death.
I thought
Is
it
it
was
Drew
what's her
Carey?
face when she
That does kind of look like Drew
lost her
Carey.
hair. Britney Spears?
Oh,
Is that who lost her hair?
It's awful.
Yeah, it could be Britney Spears on a bad day.
Yeah.
yeah.
I have nothing to say.
I
It
don't
looks
either.
like the Michael, the guy who played the
Michael
commish.
Chiklis?
Yeah, Michael Chiklis.
Yeah, Michael Chiklis has had some hard times. He can't be the thing anymore.
He was definitely a beef eater.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't he die of a heart attack?
No, he's still alive. He's in.
Is he alive?
He's in Gotham, dude.
Are you sure?
Me and Adam like binge watched the
Are you sure?
third season. I swear to God, Michael Chiklis is still alive. You want to bet money on it? Before you fucking Google it.
How do you spell it?
Chick.
Michael Chiklis dead.
Yes. Still alive. It's gonna be like, what the fuck are you asking this question for? Of course he's still alive.
Okay. He's still alive.
He looks terrible, but he's still alive.
And apparently he likes Beefeater.
He was killed by celebrity death hoax.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's a thing.
Yeah, it happens all the time
to people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Happened to you, Hefner, like 10 times.
It was probably somebody else named Michael Chiklis.
Some dumbass overreacts to it and just cries himself to sleep all night, and then they wake up in the morning and it's the best day of their life because somebody that didn't really matter at all to them is still alive.
It's Michael Chiklis.
Huh?
The hell's Michael Chiklis?
I got bit by a spider.
Really?
Yes.
Where?
So?
Right here. And it itches.
Sweet.
There's a big one over here earlier. I'm afraid, Doug.
It's probably his friend, and he's over here taking it out on me.
Yeah, where he climbed out of the trash can.
Can we just stop looking at Beefeater here?
Yeah. I thought you were the one. Yeah, you're the one who's in control of that.
Yeah, if I was still producing, I would have been gone like a while ago.
Huh?
I said if I was the one doing it, I would have.
I don't know. I think you were enjoying looking at the Beefeater.
For a little bit.
I think you fancy yourself a Beefeater too.
I've never tried Beefeater, June. Only brunettes, and that was nasty.
He's the only weirdo I know that drinks gin.
Of beef eating and Geminden.
Yep.
Geminden.
Andy kept talking up gin and tonic. And he finally gives me this drink called a gin and tonic, and I almost punched him.
It's awful.
It's fucking terrible. Worst goddamn stuff.
Gin's
I've
awful.
ever had.
It's so dry.
Only Gene Simmons likes gin.
Yeah.
It tastes like a liquor version of a pine tree. Like you're drinking liquored down pine sap.
Yes.
It's fucking terrible.
Snoop Dogg likes gin.
But with juice.
Right.
Juice is
Not
fucking
tonic.
delicious.
Yeah. Still.
Gin's cheap. It'll get you drunk.
Laid back.
Crunk.
With my mind on my money and my money in my mind.
But every
We're
drink
definitely
has a
getting
cheap
flagged
version.
now.
I'm gonna flag you.
Go flag yourself.
You go flag yourself. You fucking whimsy.
You're a flag it.
Hashtag.
Ooh, so do we get?
What's the hashtag?
Flag it.
Flag it.
So do we get to pick another topic?
Sure, whatever.
You do.
Whatever.
Whatever.
You can fucking cry if you want to.
Whatever.
About whales and
Talk
Chim.
about. That's what happens.
Where is
That's
it?
where it happens. Where does it happen this week, sweetheart?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Home of the Sooners.
The what?
And the Thunder.
What?
Sports.
They have sports?
They do have sports.
They're allowed to play sports.
That's all they got.
In Oklahoma?
Yeah, they have black
Apparently
people
they
that play sports in Oklahoma.
What?
They don't let them walk the streets. They only let them play basketball. Yeah.
Either that or prison.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They
their choice.
check. It's like work release. They just let them go play.
Isn't that where Twister was?
Dude, you gotta be careful. People in California are gonna believe you.
I know.
So, a couple things happened in
Oklahoma.
Okinawa.
Sure.
Okinawa, Tulsa, Okinawa. Is that it?
Sure.
This guy right here.
Looks
Look
like
at
Rob
him.
Ryan.
He is beautiful. Police discovered him speeding, nearly naked, and covered in Vaseline. When they pulled him over, they said it was a very greasy scene. His car was covered in the film. There was an empty bottle of Vaseline and a porno mag in the passenger seat.
He was fleeing Beefeater.
Yeah.
No, I think he was going to answer the Craigslist ad for the guy that wants to be a safe bottom.
Yep.
In the
I
bath,
believe it.
the bath bottom?
Yeah, he's
And
like, I'm gonna need a bath because all
It's
this
Oklahoma to
Vaseline.
Wisconsin, which explains why he was speeding. He wants to get there as soon as he can.
Yeah.
The Vaseline was just bad planning on his part.
He used his sunscreen.
Perfectly reasonable explanation for all this, officer. You should just come talk to us.
He admitted to masturbating behind the wheel before he was pulled over.
Oh, is that a crime?
Yeah, is that a crime?
His license was actually revoked back in 1985.
Was it for masturbating behind the wheel?
Probably.
Wow.
He spent most of the past 27 years in a state pen on a variety of charges, including domestic assault,
Okay, I was about to say.
car
probably on
theft,
drugs.
burglary, and narcotics possession. He was arraigned Thursday for speeding and driving with a revoked license. So apparently it's not illegal to masturbate in your car. It's a real slippery situation.
You know, that's a great way of them saying that without actually having to state. Our state does not mind if you masturbate in the car.
Oklahoma.
We now know. I now
What
know
else are you
something
gonna
I didn't
do?
know before. Oklahoma's become less boring. I
Yeah, I want to visit Oklahoma
I got a
now.
feeling.
Why? So you can see people jacking off behind the wheel?
No,
That's
so you can
pretty
jack
cool.
off behind the wheel.
When
You
you
know
go
how boring
in,
it is to go through Oklahoma?
welcome to Oklahoma. Is your dick out yet?
See, but the problem is, you have either you're high enough up to where no one else sees you masturbate, but you get to see everyone else masturbate in their cars, or you're so low that you can't see anyone else, but they all see you.
So
Well, a lot of people drive trucks.
I
I
don't
assume.
really mind at this
I
point
assume.
if they see me. It's Oklahoma. I am bored.
Yeah.
I need the excitement.
Are-
That
are-
trucker just saw me.
Are you trying to say that
Yes,
size
it's
matters?
it's like you're jerky off and you're like, can I get this trucker to honk his horn?
You're
like,
because I'm horny.
No, you'll get a trucker to stop at the next truck stop with
Yeah,
you.
right?
Need a hand. True.
I bet some sketchy shit happens at Johnson's Corner.
I bet sketchy shit happens all over the country.
At every truck stop.
Every
And
truck
rest
stop.
stop.
And rest stop.
Yeah.
There was one time we were traveling back from Wisconsin, and we went into a rest stop outside Lincoln, Nebraska, and it's like fucking 2 or 3 in the morning, and halfway through the bathroom, a trail of blood starts that leads right up to the urine. Just halfway through, and then blood up to the urine. I kind of just looked at my kid and was, welcome to Lincoln.
I think I've been to that fucking rest stop.
You probably have. It was creepy.
He was the source of the puddle.
Because I was.
Probably.
I mean, the blood.
I got
did kinda
stabbed
jog
in
his
a
memory, it seems.
rest stop once while I was taking a piss. That's probably that time. No, I'm just kidding. Probably someone. That's probably what happened though.
They got their dick bit.
No, someone stabbed
Someone
him
got
over the
shanked
urinal.
in a fucking bathroom.
Like, I'm not
It
waiting
was
on
sketchy.
you.
Yeah, I would
The
be.
fuck?
If I saw blood, I'd be like.
And it looked like dick blood, though.
Did it? How do you know what dick blood looks
I don't
like?
know.
Is it?
I mean,
Is
he's
it?
got himself
Is it a
shaved
little
a
bit
lot.
extra creamy than regular blood?
I cut myself shaving.
It's like it looks like McDonald's secret sauce,
Oh, okay.
Szechuan.
Or like
red with
Chick-fil-A
the
sauce.
red with the
Szechuan.
white in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
My Szechuan semen
that makes sense.
makes the bitches screaming. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying.
I don't either.
Oh yeah, so this
Gasoline.
guy, Vaseline, slippery guy, got caught. Don't drive around looking like this guy, all lubed up in Vaseline.
Yeah, do you think he was just like really getting into it and like moving his hands on shit and like
I mean, I'm
gooping
kind
it
of,
down?
He looks
kind
pretty
of
fucking
curious
high.
why you need to be covered.
Yeah,
I think he
Vaseline.
was high on like a
Yeah,
lot
he
of
looked high.
ecstasy,
Yeah.
and he's like
Feels
just like
so good.
curious about what it would feel like to have
To
like.
drive around, like I wonder if he had
Yeah.
leather seats.
And he was just sliding around in
Yeah,
it.
or vinyl.
Huh. What if he wanted to? What if he was high on PCP and he wanted to assimilate what it felt like to be back in the womb?
Damn.
That's some like next level shit right there.
That's
Maybe he
deep.
was gonna role play deaf guy from Family Guy.
Yeah, greased up deaf guy.
Greased up deaf guy.
Ooh,
He was just
didn't
gonna run
even
the
get
street
him.
and they fucked him over by pulling him over. He was still gonna get arrested. Couldn't they at least let him run around in public first?
Right. I just want to know how tiny was the bikini he was wearing. Because that makes all the difference.
They say that's all he had.
Yeah, it was just a thong.
Underwear, thong underwear.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he was going to meet the guy in Wisconsin. This is just, that ties the whole thing together.
That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
People do strange things for love.
As you get older, is
No,
Vaseline
who's a
good for
judge?
the skin?
Coconut oil is the way to go.
For when your skin gets ashy?
Yes. That too.
Plus, coconut oil is a superfood. For your dick, apparently, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he was doing. He was trying to improve his skin.
Probably.
Something.
Right? He was trying
Like,
to
I need to
rejuvenate
have that
himself.
soft skin like a baby.
He was hairy,
Yeah.
too.
He looked just like Rob Ryan.
So also in Oklahoma, a 13-year-old boy has been arrested after he shot an arrow from a crossbow, killing a 10-year-old boy and injuring his brother. The arrow flew through one of the kids' bodies and hit the other in the arm.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that's a vicious crossbow. Those kids' ages weren't... The brother was not released, but the 10-year-old died in it. They say it was over a dispute that led to the shooting. The 13-year-old kid was pissed and shot him with a crossbow.
Okay, so I know what the famous last words of this 10-year-old is. Oh yeah, go get your crossbow.
Daryl's not the best character on The Walking Dead.
In retrospect,
Oh my god.
in retrospect, he kind of regrets it.
Yeah,
It was not the
I bet
right
he really
thing to
does.
say at that moment in
Yeah.
time.
I think the moment that it like went through him, he was like, "Fuck,
We need,
I fucked up."
we need.
Shouldn't have said that.
Oh, what's that? What's that black guy's name that does all the voiceover narratives?
Michael Winslow.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman to
Oh.
be doing a voiceover for this, where he's like, it was not a good idea at all to tell the 13-year-old to grab his crossbow. But we don't know
Morgan
that
Freeman.
yet.
And as soon as it shoots,
Yes.
and it was about this time that he realized he done fucked up.
That's the Dukes of Hazzard.
Huh?
That's the Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard did as well.
It's about this time the boys didn't know.
Yeah, right.
You know, cut right before commercial break.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. This kid's a
Poor kid.
retard.
Yeah.
He's gonna get homicide charges.
How old? 13?
13.
What state?
Where'd he get
Oklahoma.
Where did he
Oh,
get
yeah.
the crossbow?
He gonna get charged as an adult.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He might have
They were
wanted to
saying
be
they were
11
trying
when
to.
he did that.
They said they were trying to charge him as an adult.
Adult.
Like, I think that was like a cutoff age. They'd have to, but that's not going to be a hard sell. I mean, you shot somebody with a crossbow.
Well, it was in a dispute.
Well, okay, I mean,
So that's not how you settle the
at least it
dispute.
wasn't a gun. That's all I got to say. At least it wasn't a gun. Because we all know that would have killed the kid a lot worse.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. It
Guns are
flew
bad.
through the kid and hit his brother.
Yeah. Probably tore up his insides.
It fucked him up.
Yeah.
It killed him.
I'm actually guessing a 9mm would have stopped at the kid.
And he probably didn't die instantly.
Guns are safer than crossbows. Who would have thought?
How do you think the 13-year-old got a crossbow?
Because his parents are stupid.
His parents are LARPers.
They're fucking rednecks who are like, we
Go
teach
kill
our kids
Coyote.
Nugent
at
fans.
a young age to fire weapons safely. In reality, they don't teach them how to
Why
fire
do the other
weapons
kids
safely
stay
at all.
down there and let them load a
Yeah.
crossbow?
Right.
It's not exactly like click. I mean, I know that you see those vampire movies where
Yeah,
the guy has the
like, it's
automatic
kinda
crossbow.
difficult.
They're pretty cool. They don't exist.
What?
Yeah, like
Like
Van
the-
Helsing. Watch it. He's got this cool automatic crossbow.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman can do
They
whatever the
never
fuck he
even
wants.
try to
It's true.
explain the mechanics behind that. But yeah, I mean, I have a crossbow. It's really hard. You got to get this like cord and stuff. You put it on the string and get the leverage to pull it back. Then you got to load an arrow. Then the thing's heavier than shit. You got all kinds of time to run away from a guy loading a crossbow on you. So
did-
unless he ambushed him with that crossbow,
What if it was like one of those really cheap
It
crossbows?
was daring an argument.
Like those little ones that you can get for like $50.
that didn't go through nobody and hit their brother?
Yeah, it had to be
What-
a big one, I
What
think.
what up?
Well, two things. What was the dispute? And two, do you think the other kid didn't believe that he was actually going to be shot, like he was bluffing
He's like, you're not gonna shoot me, pussy.
They didn't say what the dispute was.
Yeah, they're not giving us very many details.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah, it involves kids. They always seem to think that you don't deserve details.
We're
I
gonna
guess
say
crossbow
like
homicides are rare, guys. Just so you know.
Well, yeah. You get one shot, and that's if you're ambushing. It's not the most. I mean, at one time it was a badass lethal weapon, but now it's kind of a hunting tool only.
What do you have to say?
Ted Nugent could kill somebody with a crossbow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he
How
could.
far
yeah.
away was he?
He has.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
That's a good question.
I mean, shooting.
Probably pretty close if it flew through the kid and hit
Yeah.
his brother.
Yeah,
It
they're
would
probably
have to
just
be
like from,
pretty
us.
pretty point blank. Because crossbows lose
I'm
speed
guessing
pretty
there's a chance that this could be half a dispute and half an accident.
What if the kid who got shot in the
A
arm was
dispute
holding
incident?
him?
Yeah, just
Well, I doubt
like
the
they're
13-year-old
arguing,
kid meant
and then
to
the
kill
guy's
him.
pointing at him and going, "Oh yeah, you don't think I will? You don't think I?" Oh shit! And you know, he's just jerking around this heavy ass crossbow, and he pulls a hair trigger on the thing. You might be confused by the weight of the crossbow on how easy it is to pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
There's no resistance on that, but the thing is heavier than like way heavier than a rifle would ever be. I'm thinking maybe, he was fucking around, pointed the crossbow during the dispute. The crossbow went off. It's not exactly like they're safe weapons to be pointing at people.
Right? I seriously, like, he was probably
not like a
holding it,
gun.
shaking, and...
Yeah, it's not like a gun.
Yeah. His arm probably
think-
got heavy and tired.
Could be a shitty crossbow and the string, malfunctioning
could've
while he
snapped,
was
yeah.
threatening the kid with it. I mean, it's not, again, it's not a reliable weapon, the crossbow.
Use a sword.
Well, then it would be felony menacing and not murder if he was just threatening and it malfunctioned.
And still murder.
Daughtery said the boys were involved in it.
He said he didn't die because of an accident.
Huh.
So
Damn.
he meant it.
They're investigating the case as a homicide.
Well, he's a Lincoln sheriff. I mean, he wants everything to be a homicide.
Homicide!
Just because he says something is the way it is, I mean, it's not even going to be his job really to prove it. It's going to be the prosecutors. Or at least convince 12 people that he was right to arrest the guy for murder. Or the kid for murder. I'm saying I don't think the kid's a hopeless case yet. He might deserve to be charged as a minor and released when he's 21.
Probably shouldn't have a crossbow.
Oh, no. Not anymore. That's... He should
What if
be-
Macaulay
that
Culkin had
goes
done this
outside.
to Elijah Wood in The Good
Um,
Son?
He probably would have got treatment. But
And
that
we
was a
wouldn't have gotten
different
great
time.
movies like Lord of the Rings and Wilbur.
But we
Wilfred.
still would have had Saved,
Hmm.
where Macaulay Culkin plays a kid in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm. In Party Monster.
We could do without that one.
Yeah,
Everybody agrees, I think, on that.
I think so. Ooh, Okay, what next?
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
For realsies, you guys?
For real,
True.
Let's Let's take a minute to talk about Playboy.
Oh, Rolling in the Grave.
Yep.
That's a reference to
Hugh
the
Hefner. Yeah.
The Hef.
Because-
What's this about?
So, Playboy is about to have their first transgender centerfold,
Yeah.
and a lot of people aren't happy about it.
Why? It's not smart to put a transgender person in a magazine that's not geared toward
Yeah,
people that like transgendered people.
right. It's just
That's
going to
when
make
you-
people super angry.
There is a group of people out there that are into that.
Mm-hmm.
Go do your magazine. But this idea that it is normal for... It's ignoring the customer base. It's not okay
Mhm.
for a company to do.
They're just trying to be hip. Now that Hef's dead,
Yeah, but your job is not to be hip.
Yeah, exactly.
If your decision's not going to make your company money, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do things just because you think they're nice, the in thing, the hip thing, or politically correct. You do them because they make you money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
I'll bet you they'll sell millions of copies of that one. Millions. I mean, don't you think? I mean, it's like Half Died, something weird and crazy. Even the people that are pissed off about it are going to want to see it.
Yeah.
I'd check it out at least once.
No, because it's going to be on the internet.
Those would stick
Somebody's
together.
going to put it on there for you. You're not going to have to pay for the magazine.
Right? Yeah,
If you really
I
want
wouldn't
to go
pay for
see
it.
that.
Yeah, but the publicity alone is attracting a ton of attention to this
Mhm.
magazine.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Trying to keep Playboy relevant.
You know,
So it's
I
a
say
trans
we bet
woman.
$1 on
Mhm.
how well this sells.
Look at her.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Huh?
Notice how they very craftily hide the Adam's apple. So they're willing to show you a guy that's actually a girl so long as you absolutely can't tell that it's a guy. But then they tell you that it's a guy.
Yeah.
Because they don't want the joke to be on you. Because imagine how that's going to piss off
Yeah,
your readers
when
if they
people
put
find
it
out after they've already
after
come
they
to
already-
it.
Yeah.
Just be like, I came on, what?
So-
Suicide rates would go up.
Well, you know what's funny? She's not the first transgender woman.
Oh
to
no,
be
she's
in
just the first
First
centerfold
centerfold.
in Playboy.
Wait, so there's a chance we could have jacked off to...
You have been jacking off.
Mike's
to
gonna
it.
buy one? Oh, boy.
Oh, God, Max.
The chat room's accusing you of things.
I'm going.
He doesn't have to buy one. He's already got a subscription.
I'm responding to
So,
this here. This is
I
just
have
insult.
something super horrible that came to my mind, but, like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it, you guys, because this is
Say
a
it.
safe space.
This is a safe space. You got this.
So,
This is not a safe space,
it's
but
like, it would be wrong to put it in Playboy because, you know, that's undignifying. The thing you would have to call it is Plaything. Plaything magazine.
Hashtag Plaything magazine.
Hashtag Plaything. Because it's not a boy or a girl.
Night.
Play all.
Play all.
Play all is all.
TG for
But why don't they
TG.
make a Play It magazine?
I know. I think that's a fair point. Why don't transgenders have their own
Yeah,
magazine?
why don't they have
There's
it?
probably
they
a market
do,
for
I'm
it.
sure.
I know they have their own category on most porn sites. That's true.
You do?
Well, you've read through the categories, right? Just to be curious. Like once you see 50 different categories in there, you got to read them to figure out what they are.
Yeah.
You got to step it up because it's.
I
getting
mean,
old.
you just don't know what you don't know.
You just don't
What?
know.
I said you got to step it up because the rest of it's just getting old.
Yeah, you know, everything's got a shelf life.
I mean, I read it for its articles anyways.
And they got some crazy categories.
Those cartoons are hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't been saying much.
Well, I
and
was
I think
thinking-
it's because you like transgender magazines.
Well, I don't think they exist.
They do.
I
But
thought
if
it
they
was-
do, well, you have to think that all transgenders don't want to be remembered as a transgender, because they
gotta be proud
they
about
wanted
it.
to be that gender. Like, if a man wanted to be a woman, he wants to be a
No.
woman, not a transgender.
And it's,
Like at that point, like that's why I think we're gonna see more and more of this. We already saw a bunch of things about people realizing afterwards that they had sex with a tranny, and freaking out over it. So I mean, they don't really want to always be like, yeah, look at me, I'm a tranny.
well, not only that. Like, I mean,
Too.
I thought they all did it for attention.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
that's what
they
I
say.
thought.
I think they say 80% of people that
Ouch.
are gender confused when they're younger, minus absent hormone therapy, by the time they're done going through puberty, they revert back to whatever their natural sex was, which means awkward high school reunions. But you know, you probably don't want to be remembered for that on the internet at 21. You know that you're going through that phase until
Yeah.
you're 21.
Right.
It's true numbers.
We've all been there.
Google it. 80%.
Still dealing with that phase, man. I'm going to meet up with people from high school. I'm going to be wearing my wig and my high heels. Bring my date from Craigslist.
Well, yeah, I want them to actually know who I'm at the reunion. You know,
yeah,
I can't
right?
go like
you
I
gotta
am
wear
now.
the name tag. You gotta, like,
they won't recognize me.
Hey, guys. My name's Dr. Girlfriend.
You tell them I'm dating Caitlyn Jenner.
Bruce?
Yeah.
And everyone would just applaud you. And
It
be
really
like,
bugs the
I
shit out of me.
I would get rub-off heroism for
Yeah.
dating Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
It bugs me when I type into Google something about Bruce Jenner and it corrects me and says, "Didn't you mean Caitlyn Jenner?"
Be like, I do not
Well, that's what I'm
recognize it.
saying, is because Bruce
I'm
Jenner doesn't
looking
exist.
for the gold medals Bruce won, not Caitlyn.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for the box of Wheaties on eBay.
I want to see 70-something-year-old Caitlyn try to fucking win a medal now.
Well, technically she did. She was Woman of the Year.
Oh.
That's pretty medal worthy.
Yeah.
I think.
I guess so.
Yeah. She's a beautiful inspiration.
Do you know how many women were probably pissed about that?
Yeah, that he won one.
And how do feminists feel about men becoming women?
I bet they hate it.
That's a great question.
I bet
They
that's-
should,
And
but they
getting
can't
attention.
because they're locked into liberal orthodoxy.
Mm-hmm.
They have
and that
to
should be
support it.
something they would support.
It's
Yeah,
also a
by
great
their
point.
standards, they should have to support it.
So they had to applaud a man winning Woman of the Year.
Well, like, Boy Scouts are allowing women in, but Girl Scouts aren't allowing dudes in.
No. But the only reason Boy Scouts are allowing girls in is because they got such a lashback for allowed transgender girls in that to shut down that argument, they're like, well, just let all girls in and all boys in, and then we don't have to differentiate anymore.
Right.
And that's really kind of where the world's going. So
Yeah.
we're here in 10 years, there's not going to be a men and women's restroom. There's
Yeah.
going to be the restroom.
Yep.
Yes,
That's
the,
it.
the unisex.
Like,
I think we need
that's
to
where we're
start
going.
a campaign.
And there's going to be a lot of pregnant middle schoolers before we find out that this was a bad way to go about solving the problem. 20 years down the line, we're going to have a bunch of retards because they were raised by middle school parents. Like, people thought that this bathroom deal was not a big deal. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to have retard children running our country that were raised by 15-year-old parents.
Yeah, it's
all
already
over the
happening
place.
today. Kids are getting raised by 16-year-old parents. It's just going to get younger and younger.
Yep.
We're going to see a 13 and pregnant on MTV.
So it'll be history repeating itself.
Yeah,
To back
'cause that's
when
all it does.
We all banged children
Yep.
in the Pilgrim days.
I thought you were going to say ancient Greece.
Any time prior to
Yeah, except
like
we did that because
1850.
Well,
if they didn't, they were going to die.
Pocahontas was like 13 years old.
This
Yeah.
idea that you're supposed to be the same age when you get married and women are supposed to be older than 14 is really new. It's not been around very long. It's about 100 years old.
So you're saying
for
it's
5,000
wrong.
years before that, that's not the way anybody did things. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying it's a social experiment and we're seeing what we're getting from it.
Well, I was going to say, are you saying it's wrong to marry a 14-year-old? Because I've been looking into Russian mail order magazines, and, like, that's the prime age.
It's illegal.
Oh, God.
To order them?
Oh, no.
To marry a 14-year-old.
To marry a 14-year-old.
Depends
I mean,
on
you
the
can
state,
order her,
right?
but I think you'd have to get somebody to be her legal guardian. You'd have to wait till she becomes of age.
Can't you
legal
be
age.
her legal guardian?
Well, I would...
I could adopt.
Here's the loophole. You gotta get their legal guardian. You gotta marry their legal guardian. Then you gotta kill them, but have it signed over where you're their legal guardian beforehand.
Well, no,
Okay.
because that's incest now. Because you're basically their father.
But not by blood.
Only by
But you
make
still
believe
can't
words.
marry your own kids.
Well,
So then you would have to.
you're just the guardian.
That's not true because I heard that happened in New York.
Pretty sure Woody Allen
Jersey.
married his
New
his
Jersey.
daughter.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
dude
you can
married
marry
his
anybody
son.
you want in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Looks like we're going to Jersey.
And those people call people in Alabama rednecks.
Right.
You can marry your mother
Well,
in Jersey.
I mean, Jersey brought us the situation.
Me and my
Snooki.
cousin have a
Yeah.
little bit of separation.
And Snooki.
Jersey's not a good place.
Jersey.
I don't want to talk about Samson.
Jersey's like New York's hillbillies.
It is.
Yeah, the East Coast, Upper East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jersey, Guidos. and
Bobo's
steroids.
gonna punch me. You watch next time he sees me.
Yeah,
He's like,
fucking
bam.
Bobo.
Love Jersey. Respect it.
Speaking of Jerseyans, shout out to the Luna. He won't be able to watch it. He's incarcerated, but
we miss you.
Happens to the best of us.
Fuck! Moment of silence.
Shall we have a moment of violence?
Yeah. I bet he'd appreciate that.
What do I want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
What do I want to talk about? Sorry, I'm looking. What do I want to talk about?
God, you suck so much, Doug.
I kind of want to talk about the California restaurant.
Yes.
Hashtag the more you know. A California restaurant has been busted selling Popeye's chicken as its own. What was it, like $13 a fucking plate?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
It's even more expensive than Popeyes. God damn.
They were caught because they saw somebody going in with boxes of the chicken.
Yeah,
how'd they get that chicken?
They went to the fucking place and bought it.
Went to the drive-thru, bought the chicken, took it back to the restaurant.
You can buy uncooked chicken at Popeyes?
No,
they were
they
buying
bought
cooked
chicken
Wow.
and put it on the people's plates.
Okay.
And
I thought they were
them.
getting like it from like their distribution centers.
He said it was legitimate outsourcing.
Popeye.
Wow.
He claimed he saw workers sneak a bag of Popeye's chicken into the kitchen shortly after he and a friend were seated at the restaurant. He'd assumed that the chicken was a snack for the kitchen staff, but when his $13 plate of chicken and waffles arrived at the table, he found the taste of this chicken eerily familiar and a touch too stale.
A touch too stale.
When he asked his waiter where the restaurant had sourced their fried chicken from, the waiter admitted that it had come from none other than Popeyes. That guy got fired.
Wow.
They're not even trying to lie. What the fuck?
No, it says we proudly serve Popeye spicy tenders.
After that.
Wow.
But they weren't before that. They were claiming it as their own.
Because Popeye's chicken is the shit. The chicken they use is from Popeyes.
They don't even have a fryer in the restaurant, she said.
See, I don't like Popeyes.
So any
chicken.
fried food that you get from her restaurant comes from Popeyes.
French fries and shit.
Chicken nuggets, they probably go to Wendy's. Or if they were smart, they'd go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you get some good chicken.
But
it makes you wonder.
You never
where-
pass those nuggets off as your own, because
How
everybody
many
knows
places do
Chick-fil-A
this?
nuggets. They're the fucking bomb.
Man, I want some Chick-fil-A.
Makes you wonder how many places do this.
I know, right? Just put a little extra something on top of some fast food
Some
and
garnish.
call it there.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Every single restaurant next to a Popeyes does this, because they can't beat Popeyes chicken. It's the shit, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
See, I've never been a fan. Never been a fan of the Popeyes.
It's fucking
Or
delicious.
KFC. I love fried chicken, but I'm not a big fan of those
I like-
places.
I like
Yeah, me neither.
jambalaya from Popeyes.
Their biscuits are real good.
Mm-hmm.
And their mashed
Their
potatoes and
biscuits
gravy
are
are
Their
they're
biscuits
like
are good.
little peppery or like spicy. A little cayenne.
I give you a little cayenne.
Huh.
Make you cry, man.
So, I like, typically like King Soopers fried chicken, or I like KFC's, and it's like half the price.
Yeah, Safeway has good fried chicken, too.
I think grocery store fried chicken's kind of more where it's at.
Yeah. Me and Cam worked for a grocery store that, like, all of a sudden they got special batter to, like, make the fried chicken in, and it fucking took leaps and bounds in, like, the upgrade. It was fucking delicious chicken. We were, like, the best chicken in that part of town. Like, pretty much Johnstown, Milliken, Greeley, I'd say.
Do they serve a lot of chicken in those areas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people come to Johnstown for the chicken, man.
Yeah.
World famous, man.
Cinnamon rolls.
No, the cinnamon rolls suck anymore.
Yeah.
They do. They do. It's disappointing.
Mhm.
They changed.
Because they're all pre-packaged. Nobody makes them by hand no more.
Right.
Nothing's
they
made
pulled
by
the
hand no more.
Yeah.
Oh.
No mo.
No mo.
No mo.
No mo.
That's why, like, almost everywhere you go, home cooking tastes better than any restaurant because everything in a restaurant's prepackaged bullshit too. So, like, home cooking's always going to taste better now. It used to be you went out to eat because, you know, somebody actually knew how to cook better than you did, and you'd actually be willing to pay them to do it.
I bet Popeyes wasn't too happy about this.
Yeah, they're like, we could charge $13.50 a plate.
We're getting hosed.
We're only charging $12.50 a plate.
That's why I don't. That's the reason I don't go to KFC and Popeyes
Were the
very often.
Egos?
They're not really set up for a single person to go there and eat.
Popeyes chicken and Egos.
Yeah, their shit's a little too expensive.
Their best deal's a bucket, and I'm not spending $20 at eating a bucket of chicken.
Yeah, you feel wrong.
Your coffee cup messes with the green screen. It looks like you're like drinking nothing.
That's awesome.
It is pretty awesome. Do it again. There you go.
The lag time.
You're drinking the
throws me
backdrop.
off.
Yeah, there is a lag. Whoa. It like reflects the other green screen. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I see it from there. Like where I'm sitting, it just looks like a regular cup. I thought you guys were acting stupid. I was like, you guys are liars.
You guys are liars.
He did say that.
So Popeyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go grab a drink.
Do you?
It's not hot tea.
Why?
Because that hot tea
Let's,
is sucking.
Can you grab me a water while you're up?
Yeah, I'll grab you a water.
Me too.
Water?
So,
whatever. I've got two hands, man. I'll see what I can do.
What do you guys, what do you want to pick for the next topic?
Do I
see?
You get to pick.
Yeah. Tampa serial killer.
Tampa serial killer. I am not equipped to sit in the captain's seat, but I'm trying. Trying, you guys.
So, do you think this is going to be our serial killer of our era? Because there hasn't been a famous like serial killer in a while.
I still claim Dexter as my generation serial killer.
But
the Bay Harbor Butcher man.
But
it's not real. Like
He's
the
like,
70s and 80s had real serial killers.
Well, yeah,
and
I don't think
it seems like we haven't had any really big serial killers
because
lately.
there's Google and the ability to track people from their phones and shit.
No, I think mass shootings has just become more popular.
Okay,
and
fair enough.
I'm kind of not hip on the mass shooting thing right now. I'd kind of rather go right back over to serial killers.
Yeah.
I think it's time to bring them back. I think mass shooting needs to trend out a bit and make way for the new era of serial killer.
Yeah, the new wave.
Mm-hmm.
We got shows like American Horror Story and shit.
This guy needs to start writing letters to the cops and stuff and make himself really interesting. So that way we stop worrying so much about mass shootings.
Yeah, we got to worry about serial killers
and
in the sense of them sneaking up on you.
And if you stop watching mass shootings, the mass shooters will go away.
Yeah.
What about
forgotten about it?
like a mashup between mass shootings and serial killing.
So we might be able to even put this guy up into the category of not all heroes wear capes.
Oh God.
Who?
Oh. The Tampa Bay
serial killer.
Mash up.
It's.
I only grabbed 4. That's all my hands could hold.
Yeah, Doug missed this, but I believe that this is our best bet to stop mass shootings in the United States, is that this serial killer becomes popular. And that we have a new wave of popularity of serial killers, because we've been lacking in that, and what's filled the void? Mass shootings.
Yep.
So if we can go back to serial killing becoming what really draws everybody's attention, the media will stop reporting mass shootings, and then they'll just stop happening. Because nobody's getting the attention from them. And those people would then become serial killers and most likely get caught well before they kill more than one person apiece.
I think they'd be mass murderers.
Well, you're only a mass murderer if you kill them all at the same time. If you kill multiple people at different times, then you're a serial killer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What if you do a bunch of mass killings, but don't get caught until you pull off
Then you're
like
a
3 or
serial
4
mass murderer.
Serial mass killing murderer.
That'd be some hardcore.
And
a
an evil
serial
genius.
Terrorist actually would probably be.
I think we got the new Hollywood blockbuster movie.
Michael Bay's gonna
think you're
direct
right.
it.
Absolutely, it's gonna
explosions.
star. What's the guy who played the Dark Batman? You know,
Christian Bale.
Christian
Yeah,
Bale.
he's
Christian
American
Bale.
Psycho.
Yeah, he could probably pull that off with Edward Norton.
Huey Lewis.
We got ourselves a Hollywood like premiere right here.
It'll be the comeback of
I mean,
Huey.
But no, like, so is this guy just like shooting people at the bus stop? Is that what his MO was?
I don't know. I didn't. We got sidetracked into.
That's like I remember hearing something about it on Fox News, but I didn't get. Like,
3 people have been shot. Yeah, at bus stops, and I guess. Yeah, 3 different people within a mile.
Have they caught him?
No.
And they don't have
They're
motive.
escorting kids to school.
so is this like a rural area, or is this like in the middle of a city?
I don't know. They say it's a usually quiet area.
Have any children
Look at
been
the people.
killed?
What do you assume?
I can't. Well,
Yeah, they're all holding candles.
It's a vigil, man.
there's not a ton of people there, so I could assume that it's suburban, not quite major city.
They look like
But I would think that there's a lot of houses around the area. Is what
they're
I'm thinking
predominantly
here.
Catholic. So
Like-
maybe it's their priest.
How do they not have a general idea of where that rifle, if it was a rifle, where that was fired from? I mean, there'd have to be a dude shooting somebody with a handgun or something, because the rifle's going to draw attention. It's loud. Well, so is the handgun. Nobody,
Yeah, Tampa.
Oh, yeah, it's a pretty big place. I mean, you would think that a rifle would draw attention, so he's not probably sniping these people.
He's probably driving around in his car.
Just shooting.
That's
people.
a good guess. I bet.
Yeah.
Just pull up, shoot, and drive away.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. We had that shooter here.
Yeah, that was doing that.
Guy
shit.
shooting at the car windows? Yeah. Yep.
And he just stopped
Never caught him.
for now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I remember, totally off subject, but there was a guy going around beheading homeless people with a sword.
Oh,
They,
shit.
yeah, they kept finding the bodies, but they never found the heads. But they determined that he was cutting them off with a sword.
Holy crap.
That's a true story. Look it up.
Damn.
Is he keeping him for sex?
In Denver, yeah. They think he was practicing on homeless people. That was the assumption that I remember hearing.
I
Be
met
a
this.
samurai?
But probably, yeah,
Damn.
maybe.
It's probably some
Yeah.
fucking nerd into anime too much.
I had a friend that knew a guy in Denver that killed a bunch of, I think they were prostitutes, and he ended up getting caught doing it because he killed his best friend, stole his pickup truck, and then, took it to his house. And when the mother was calling up trying to find the pickup truck and where her son was at, they went to his house and he was like, yeah, you got me. I killed my friend, and there's a bunch of dead bodies under the back porch. And, like...
You know this person?
I never met him personally. I had a friend that was, knew him more than like an acquaintance. They actually knew each other, hung out quite a bit. And then he always said, I thought there was something off about the guy, but, never thought that he was like hacking up people and shit.
He's killing whores.
How dare he? We love whores.
If you were a serial killer, what would your demographic be?
Like whoever.
Disney stars?
Cool.
Oh, damn.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. I like it.
I
That's
do
a
too.
very limited demographic.
No.
He didn't
I'm
specify.
gonna
which
wait
era.
generations, yeah. So I'm gonna get like the first Disney era and work my way up. Like
Watch
Selena
out,
Gomez
Charlie.
she's on my radar.
Miley Cyrus, will you add her to that list?
Yeah,
Please,
she-
please.
Was she Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah Montana was
Hannah
Disney as
Montana.
shit.
God, Disney's ruined a
Disney
lot of
shit.
lives. Mainly mine and many kids' for making them watch Hannah Montana.
Dude,
I was never made
you
to watch.
got
it.
to
I
watch
did it by
Hannah
choice.
Montana. Yeah, like you watch it,
Something-
turn the volume down, bust out some Vaseline,
Oh,
watch it with the sound off, and like it's not weird because she's over 18 now. So when you rewatch it, you just think of her at her age now. She's not 14 like she was when she shot that shit. That doesn't make me a pedophile, right?
Those chipmunk cheeks do it for you, do they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Spanky.
So how they say that, I was always like, who is this ugly kid and how did she get on a TV show? And everyone's
Something
like,
about
her
those
dad's
chipmunk cheeks,
famous.
man.
Who is this little boy?
It was her dad.
Yeah, it was like everyone, because...
It's the mullet, man.
You know, it was like Disney definitely dropped their standards with this girl's looks. I mean, all the other ones look like 13-year-old prostitutes. This one looks like a 30-year-old prostitute
who's dropped on her
playing
face.
a 13-year-old that's got a little bit chubby in the face.
It's character, man.
That we're
I'm not a
supposed
big
to
fan.
believe is two different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole Superman
I mean,
thing.
at least, was it glasses?
No, she wore a wig.
Yeah.
That was it.
I think glasses works better.
Yeah.
That worked for Superman for generations.
Yeah, forever. People still don't
on
know.
awake now.
Yeah. It'd be hot. If I ever had sex with Miley Cyrus, I'd make her put on the wig.
So she was Hannah.
Yeah.
That would make
So
going-
Miley Cyrus, if you're out there.
Hashtag I'd rather do Hannah.
Yeah.
I bet she's been called Hannah so many times during sex.
Right.
By her dad.
Oh.
I
Kinda why I
bet
wanna
he's done
date-
some weird shit to her.
Seriously,
Yeah.
why I want to date Mila Kunis. I have the ender of every argument. Shut up, Meg.
Ah.
Oh.
I bet she'd get so fucking tired of that.
Oh, I know.
You
We'd
say
be
it once
divorced
and
in
it's like that's too much.
We'd be divorced in a day.
Shut up, Meg. I wonder if Ashton Kutcher does that. I think he'd be the only person that can get away with that.
Dude, he's so typecast. His character hasn't changed since that show.
Well, he's Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
like,
yeah.
Have you watched The Ranch?
He never acted. He was just
Butterfly Effect.
That was a pretty good movie.
It was, but he
wasn't
still,
like he wasn't Kelso dumb. He was just
regular dumb.
yeah, he was regular dumb.
Yeah.
Not that special level of stupid that Kelso was.
I can't remember what it is, but I have seen a movie where he plays a serious character.
Pretty sure that's Butterfly
Butterfly
Effect.
Effect. It's the only
It's-
one, I think.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't
Yeah,
think so.
because he
There's
like
another one.
can go back in time and like change shit and he fucks with reality.
Hmm.
He like comes back and shit's all different. It's like he took
Not
some
for-
bad
not for the
LSD.
best.
You're right
Yeah.
over there?
His
Yeah.
shit's different.
His shit's different, man. He poops one color, and in the next timeline, his poop is another color.
Dude, that shit could not stand.
Yeah, he's got to go back to fix it so his poop is brown again.
Oh, The Guardian was the
more-
movie I was thinking of.
The fuck is that?
It's like about the Coast Guard. It's a fucking weird movie, but it's supposedly based on a true
Are you
story.
fucking lying?
No.
Serious?
Wait,
Are you
is that,
shit-
is
It's got
a
that
movie
the
about
one
the
where
Coast
the rig goes on
No,
fire?
that's
No, that's
with
fucking.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
different. This
fuck
is
that
made
guy.
in 2006. So
A
it's
movie
kinda-
was
Oh, I
wicked
know what you're
awesome.
talking about. He's training to be in the Coast
Yeah.
Guard. Yeah.
Oh,
I
hell,
saw,
I've seen
I saw
that.
parts of that movie.
I've never seen that movie.
I retract my statement. He is not Kelso in that movie.
No,
he's
he's actually
not.
takes that pretty seriously.
Yeah.
I find it alright.
It obviously didn't do well because only 3 out of the 5 people in the room know about it. But
Yeah.
and I hadn't seen all of it.
Thanks, Cam. You just ruined it
Yeah.
for me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking weirdos. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tampa.
Tampa.
Are we done with Tampa?
Yeah, let's
I think
yeah.
we-
Next.
All right.
Next topic.
Let's do seeds and stems.
Oh shit! So, a couple weeks ago when we were on, we talked about a lady who ordered a yoga mat on Amazon and instead got like 400,000 pills of fentanyl, right?
Mm-hmm. Or is Oxycontin.
Oxycontin.
$400,000.
$400,000 worth of Oxycontin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, recently a person ordered plastic bins on Amazon, and what did she get? I assume it was she. They got 65 pounds of weed instead.
You're supposed to go to my house.
Yeah.
And I now know where you are, bitch. No, I'm just joking.
We need to start ordering on Amazon.
Yeah, everything.
And I kind of wonder how the fuck Amazon gets mixed up in it. To apologize, they gave her a $150 gift card. So this was somehow Amazon's fuck up.
Okay, so I would say at that bulk you get about $1,000, maybe a little bit less per pound. And it was 60 pounds of pot, so that's $60,000 worth of weed, and you're only giving her $150 for it. God, don't fuck with Amazon. They bought her like badasses.
What state was she in?
Florida.
And it's not legal in Florida.
Oh, so you're talking at least
$3,500.
Yeah, $3,500 for a pound of weed.
They were in the fucking bins. The packages with the bins.
That's $180,000.
Oh, well, see, I wouldn't have complained. I got my
more.
bins. And weed.
We got some marijuana.
How? Is Amazon?
Behind
Peddling?
it, yeah.
I bet.
I mean, how'd they get it inside their distribution center? I mean, or is it really, did Amazon ship this product?
Yeah, that's a good
or is this a secondary seller that was hooked up on through Amazon? Like,
But even if you're a
'cause you know-
secondary seller, everything has to go through their distribution center.
Yeah.
does it?
Yes.
Did it qualify for Prime shipping?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
So who's the goddamn genius that thought, all right, man, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go get a bunch of bins from Walmart. I'm going to put them on Amazon.com. And you just put in an order for them, and you'll get the bins. Nobody's going to buy these cheap-ass piece of shit bins, man. I'll buy the dumbest ones there are. I'll sell them for way too much. Don't worry about it.
I don't know. That would be a lot of money for 4 empty bins with 64 pounds.
No, that's just like, you're basically treating that like shipping and handling, right? You know, the bins are worth like $5, so you say, I want $35 for these bins because nobody's dumb enough to pay $35 for $5 bins. And then you tell him to be the one to put the order in, and then you just ship it through Amazon.
Yep.
You do payment through PayPal or Bitcoin.
You know, we were talking about this earlier. You had a really good point, Doug, on how many times this has happened where people don't report that they've received a lot of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wouldn't report it.
Well, is there a way for them to, I mean, that's the only thing, like, I mean, if I sold you the product, do I have a shipping manifest of when that goes, where my product goes to? Because if I do, you know, you got 60 pounds of my weed.
Yeah. 65.
65. That's supposed to go to some guy in Florida.
And my plastic bins.
Or who knows where.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not going to Colorado. You don't ship weed to Colorado.
Are you sure that it absolutely has to go through Amazon's distribution center? Because I bought stuff. In fact, this machine over here I'm switching cameras with, I bought on Amazon, and it came direct from Japan. And I don't. It wasn't eligible for Prime. I can tell you that. But it came direct from Japan. I actually got the packing label from there.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look it up.
It'd be something. It'd be
I
interesting.
want to know exactly how affiliated Amazon is.
Enough to
with
give
this.
them a $150 gift card.
Well, even if it was
just
shipped
doesn't even seem
directly from
fair.
Japan, that
I
you
know.
could still easily stop at a distribution center on the way.
Like me, I'd be like,
True.
I could really use the weed.
Right.
Why did I report it?
Because they're narcs. Florida narcs. But yeah, I would embrace a mix-up like this. We order from Amazon quite a bit. And
I order shit to my brother's house, so it's fine. He's got guns.
Shipped to a P.O. box.
I wonder if this is like some kid who lives with his mom and he sells bins on the side. And he happened to have a few bins that he had weed in that he was supposed to get rid of, right? And he told his mom to go ship the bins, and she shipped the bins with the weed.
Damn, these are heavy.
Maybe.
65 pounds at my age.
It was like 95-something pounds total with the weed. 64 pounds of ganja. Good-looking ganja, too.
Yeah, it's not bad. If that's an actual picture and it's not, you know,
I hope so.
factory
Google picture
of weed. You see that under a lot of articles.
Flickr users.
Factory picture of weed. And you're just like, you know, CNN has their groups of it and Fox has their groups of it. But on TV, on movies, you can't show any
I'm
weed.
trying to find out if all the products have to go through Amazon or not.
Oh, okay. You can do research.
Judging by that picture, if somebody put that much love and care into that plant, you would think that they would take a little more precautions.
No, that was a Flickr. It was from Flickr.
From the Creative Commons.
Yeah. No, they just stole it from some.
It doesn't
Flickr
really.
user. They pulled an NGBR. I might have almost said something else there.
Something about a square garden.
Wait, I saw a flicker of a hot chick. What happened?
She died.
She died.
That was a transvestite. Transgender.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Till I know that for sure, I'm pretending.
Yeah.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
There we go.
Whoa. Whoa.
What is that?
That's really weird.
What is that?
Mom?
It's too bad the audience
Sex
can't
work
see what we're
empowers
looking
me
at.
as a disabled woman.
All right, what are we on to next?
That was
apparently
a good
that.
topic. That was crazy.
Oh man, shit. Fuck, I don't even know.
Is it time for truth?
Yeah. Is it?
I want to hear. I want to hear this rant we've been hearing about.
I don't know if I'm ready for this rant.
We need to pick a topic that'll fire him up. Then.
Okay, I did find an answer though to our question.
Shit! What's
So
up?
It's called fulfilled by Amazon. Items fulfilled by Amazon are offered by a third-party seller, but shipped from an Amazon fulfillment center to you.
But that's not all products.
It's just if. And
Just
it
the ones
says-
Amazon
and I think
stands
it
behind.
states whether or not it ships through Amazon if you're buying while you're buying it.
Yeah, it might be something.
Because that's when you start getting into the different shipping prices when they say, you know.
You'd think
best
that
price.
Amazon would be careful with that though, because they could get in trouble. You'd think.
Why? It's third party.
Yeah, but it's
Okay,
still.
I think
They're
conspiracy.
still
They
part of
they
it.
sold
Find it
bins as far as they're concerned. They
Yeah, I
sold
guess
tubs.
that-
I
true.
got one that'll fire him up.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
We're gonna talk about and the plot thickens. Bwah, bwah, bwah.
So, we talked a while back about a gentleman whose girlfriend died. She choked to death. And he said it was because she choked to death on his penis.
His giant penis.
His giant penis. And they actually used his dick as evidence in court.
He showed his dick to a jury.
Well, we didn't update you when it happened, but we've got the news, and we feel like we should update.
Yeah.
What happened?
Got acquitted. Because
Wow.
if the dick don't fit, you must acquit.
Dude.
Wow.
I love the tactic.
He got away with it.
Nobody's sending a man with a dick that big prison.
Yeah. He'd be
not-
the new raper in
He's
prison.
gifted.
They don't need that. They don't want him murdering more people
So
in
it's-
there with his deadly weapon.
It was so big she got stuck on it or something.
She choked on it.
Choked to death on it.
Straight strange wilderness on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
By the way, she's the turkey.
Wow.
Oi.
That's an interesting one.
How does that make you feel?
About how the turkey in strange
Aroused.
wilderness didn't choke to death?
What?
Well, I mean, I would have entered in as an exhibit the movie Strange Wilderness, in which a turkey fashions itself on a man's, just fastens itself on a man's penis, and doesn't choke to death. But it's so big they can't get it off the turkey. By the way, it's turkey. It's small. It's not. I mean, it's just big for a turkey. It's not big. This guy obviously is probably bigger.
What is he talking about?
You've never seen the movie Strange Wilderness?
I don't remember.
Is that the one with
Ashton Kutcher.
No.
Steve's on.
No.
Wait, am I getting it mixed up with?
No, it's the guys.
He's doing a documentary about Bigfoot.
From it's one of. Fuck! I just completely drew a blank. What the fuck movie is he from? Isn't he from Big Daddy? Isn't he? Fuck, I can't even remember his name. It's a Happy Madison thing.
It's a hilarious movie.
Yeah.
You gotta check it out.
Yeah, dude gets a turkey stuck on his
Has
dick.
Justin Long in it. He tattoos
Yeah.
like eyeballs on the back of his eyelids, so that way people can't tell if he's sleeping.
Yeah, isn't he the cameraman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always like I get this bubbling sound in the background. He's like he's
Hitting
also
the
like
bong.
the sound guy, and he's smoking a bong next to the mic. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, in this movie, the main character ends up having a turkey latch onto his penis, and the turkey doesn't die. So if
But
the turkey
it's a
doesn't choke to
movie.
death,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Hollywood magic.
I still think
I've
a jury
fucked
dumb
many a
enough to
turkey
acquit
to death.
somebody because they looked at a penis is dumb enough to believe my movie is evidence.
I fucked many a turkey.
I still don't
And
understand
a life.
how the hell this guy got away with it. I mean, she had to have gotten stuck on it for it to have choked her to
That
death.
or they were getting a little too violent in the role play.
Backed up
50
against the
50
wall.
Shades of Grey just came out.
And he didn't realize she was dying.
He couldn't hear her safe word.
They were drinking beef eater.
Their safe word was not.
Yeah.
It was.
It was a turkey sound.
Yeah. See, it all comes back around
So-
to my evidence.
Full
But
circle.
it's really hard
My-
to make the B sound without being able to close your mouth.
So are you saying
No.
gobble
I do
gobble?
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah, never make your safe word with a B in it.
Wow.
Okay, that's
I hope to have this happen.
That's weird because my safe word is breadbasket.
Yeah,
Can
you're
you
fucked.
imagine the defense attorney going, "Okay, I got how we're winning this case, man.
We're whipping
Gotta-
your dick
Show
out.
You got to
dick.
pull your dick out." You think they'll go for that? Oh yeah. I know this judge. He's gonna want to see that dick. So we'll just tell him we want you to pull your dick out.
Maybe it's because most of the jury was female, and once they saw
There's-
the dick, they're like, "Shit, I would choke on that dick too."
He was pretty
By
old
choice.
though. He's not a handsome feller. Kind of looked like Doug.
That was just his face.
My God.
No,
were
his
her-
dick looked like Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
My God, were her parents proud of her?
I'm sure they were. She will always go down as that chick who choked
so-
her dick.
Going down.
Going down.
I mean, somebody. What if the last thing, like, you're this chick's friend, you guys got into a fight, and the last thing you told her was, "Go choke on a dick."
And she did.
She did.
yeah, that's a good point.
It's like Final Destination.
What are the odds? I want somebody to calculate that. 1 in a billion.
Cam, use that homeschool math. Do some.
Fucking odds of that are pretty
it
high.
out.
The odds that the last
Whip
thing
it out.
her best friend said to her was, "Go choke on a dick."
1 in a million.
Fuck.
The therapy she's
In
gonna
this
need.
world, it's actually probably pretty low. There's pretty high chance, I'd say. for that
People
to
are
have
dicks to
happened.
each other all the
Yeah.
time.
So
Yeah.
maybe not her best friend, but someone
Somebody on
that
the line.
day.
I mean, there
Maybe
has
someone-
probably been a time
Maybe
or
she
two
was
I've
driving
told my
like a
last
bitch
thing I
and
said to
someone
my
yelled
best
at
friend was,
her
"Go
to choke on a dick. I mean, anything like that could have happened, but
I'm going
as
to tell
far
you
as
that
best friend,
every night now.
Oh.
Just in case I wake up. the
just
next
in
morning.
case you choke on a dick,
Go choke on a dick. Nice.
just to be like, ha, called it.
That's how I know
Just-
you care, dog.
Okay. Is this
Then
the
you go home
first
to
time
daddy.
this has been reported happening ever?
Has to be.
I mean,
It can't be if they're quitting it though.
There would have been a precedent set. If your dick is too big, then, you know, you're acquitted.
You're acquitted. I
This,
mean,
the judge in Oklahoma said that
but if he
it was too big.
if he does it twice, is it murder? Because he already knows.
He knows
That
that
chick's
dick-
choke on his
he can
dick.
choke somebody. Probably.
If he does it, if he does it
He's
again,
probably gonna do it again. He's gonna return to the scene of the crime.
okay. Fuck the Tampa serial killer. This could be my new favorite serial killer if this happens again.
Yes.
Because he's
gotta
actually
kill
getting
3
away
people,
with
though.
it.
Like, let's cheer him on.
He's like Ted Bundy and John Holmes all in one.
And Ron Jeremy.
And he's like, I can't help it. The ladies just gotta try.
Once you pop.
They see and they're like,
You
damn,
just can't
I gotta
stop.
try it.
I got that tattooed on my balls.
Oh, and the balls of this motherfucker for whipping his dick out in front of a judge.
Fuck yeah! Do you think he went, like, half served?
No, he probably went rock hard.
Yeah.
Did they
I'm
say
not
if
used
the
it around.
lady suffered any more like
I'm not
physical
pulling my
trauma?
shit out all soft,
Do you like
sir.
her mouth?
That's
I can't
ridiculous. I would insist to the judge that
It was a while
that I'd be
ago.
allowed to read a porno before.
Yeah, just
before
in
Yeah.
the stand.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, just
What
I
if
get
he,
ready.
what if he was a grower, not a shower? I mean, you'd have to
Like I
fluff
don't
him.
want the ladies on the jury to think that. I mean, and to be fair, she didn't choke probably on his flaccid.
Yeah.
I wonder how
Exactly.
many of those chicks were like, that bitch is weak. I can.
I could have done
Acquittal.
that.
Acquittal. It was her own fault for going too hard. She went big and went dead.
Yeah. She's no Linda Lovelace.
Wait,
I probably she didn't use enough hands.
was there video? Because if he told her just the tip, I would have convicted him for murder. She didn't,
I picture him just like.
Like I've heard a lot of guys use
Right?
that line
And
and lie
then,
to
like,
chicks,
being
but
like,
in this
wait,
case,
wait.
it turned
Her
out
mouth
to be
has
murder.
gotten a little cold. Shit, I've been doing this for a while now.
About an hour and a half.
And then looking down, and she's just like, she like he lets go. She slides off, mouth and all, hits the floor.
Duds. Damn, that's dark, Doug.
It's like chunks of tonsil on his shit.
Broken jaw.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just dislocated.
A couple teeth are
Got it.
stuck in his dick.
I told her that I invented oral lube and that she needed to use it. She said that's ridiculous.
Oral loops for pussies.
This is probably the most interesting story I've heard on this show yet.
We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
I missed it,
We
but
love this guy.
the recap is definitely
Yeah.
it's piqued my interest.
I bet it has.
Really,
I
piqued
can't believe
it.
he got acquitted. That's
I
crazy.
I have to
Yeah.
say hurrah to the lawyer.
Yeah.
Hurrah to the
good
lawyer.
Dude,
That's a
Kinda
good
American.
fucking
Johnny
lawyer
Cochran.
right there.
Johnny
I'm
Cochran.
debating
Let's
on whether
give his
telling my
number,
boss
shit.
about
Johnny Cochran?
Because, yeah.
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran.
Oh God, that's amazing.
Be like, hey, if you're ever defending a guy for choking his girlfriend out with his dick, this
Yeah.
guy's got a rock solid game plan for you.
Damn, rock solid.
Yeah, that's a hell of a defense. That's pretty amazing that he got off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Got
they
off
swabbed her.
and
Didn't
got
they
off.
swab her throat
I think
and found
They
DNA in there?
Yeah.
Like, how deep
Like-
did they have to go to
All
find,
the
you
way
know, was
back.
it down?
You see, that'd be mentally
Yeah.
traumatizing. You have
Like
your penis
Linda?
stuck in your girlfriend, and in the process of trying to get it out of there, you just,
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
and like that's the last thing she knows when she's alive.
Oh.
I mean, that's gotta be the worst. One of the worst ways I've ever heard of somebody dying.
Oh.
Especially if like her family was really religious.
Oh.
Unless she really loved cock.
To talk at
She
that
must have.
funeral
Hey,
is
she would have died.
If
too,
I
she
remember
loved.
correctly, the picture said yes.
Yeah.
that'd be a funeral kind of worth crashing just to hear the banter, the conversation going on around it, because so it was like, I told her sucking dick was gonna kill her one day.
Her like. Her like.
She would die on her knees one day.
Sex Addicts Anonymous group comes.
Her mom.
Just sit back.
When she said when I said I wanted to die on her knees, I didn't mean like this.
I meant praying to Jesus.
Oh, that's golden.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to use this defense for me.
There's a whole bunch of jokes wrapped around this that I think we need to launch out on social media.
Like her lips and throat wrapped right around it.
Whoa.
Does it mean that he needs...
Did I go
They
too
should have
deep
at
there?
least made him have a tattoo on his dick that says choking hazard.
Or like a line on it that's like the safety line.
Yes.
And then underneath
Yeah,
it
it's
says,
like-
this is at your own
yeah.
risk.
His
Only-
has something similar, but it says
Don't
small
go past
objects
this
may
slide.
may choke children 3 or under.
It must be told.
Yes.
Baby choking
This
hazard.
toll to ride this ride.
It's true.
Wow. Amazing.
Did we go too far?
No way.
That was great.
Dude, fuck your face. Till you choke to death on it. Go choke on a dick.
I'm gonna. And then who's
You gotta find this guy, though, apparently.
You. Your daddy taught you better.
Yummy! Yummy!
Why'd you throw my notes?
I don't know.
I have no.
Trying to motivate you, man.
Well, you're
Get you
fucking
fired
not.
up.
You're not. Let me like this.
You know, that would actually be that man's theme song.
What?
You'll be down on this Bloodhound Gang?
Yeah. Well, that's a good question. You know, like the dude that got his dick bit off, that went into porn, made a big career out of it. Cut off, whatever. Same. Yeah,
exactly.
Do you think that this guy will have an opportunity to jump into porn?
Maybe.
As mega death cock.
But what's funny is John Wayne Bobbitt knocked up one of the chicks in his porno that he made. And that kind of killed his career, and he spent a lot of money on child support after that. True story.
Huh. I didn't know you're such a big Bobbitt fan.
I'm a huge Bobbitt fan.
You kind of have to respect that story, though, a little bit. He got cut off, and then he made a career out of it.
Got it sewn back on, and it was really weird. It was like...
Didn't his wife say that he raped her or something like that? So she waited till he fell asleep and cut his dick off?
Well, I thought she caught him cheating, or knew that he was cheating. I must know the wrong story.
I don't know. I was a kid, and all I heard is some guy's dick got cut off, and I instantly felt bad for him, and I didn't care what he did. I was a kid. I was, it's horrible. That's like the worst thing I ever heard when I was that age.
Right.
Like,
still kind of is.
Chicks will cut your dick off and throw them out the car window.
At least he was able to get it put back on.
Yeah,
Did it look like Frankencock?
She could have put it down the garbage disposal.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
She's not half bad.
I've seen it.
Is his dick a different color?
It's
kind of blue.
Yeah.
It was oxygen on the bright side.
And yeah, he straight up knocked up one of the chicks.
Do you think Weird Al had to pay him
with his Frankenstein dick?
Creative rights when he wrote Headline News?
Probably not. Yeah, I think
because they did a whole verse dedicated to having it, of him having his dick cut off.
Once there was this guy,
maybe two.
Something. She cut off his wiener.
Yeah.
It's the only song ever to contain the word wiener. Weird Al's very proud of that.
Yeah.
I love Weird Al.
Yeah.
It's righteous.
Well, I
definitely with the Weird Al themes tonight.
Yeah, it has been all night.
I'm worried about it.
Weird Al's the best, man. UHF.
I'm kind of worried. He's much better than Reggie Watts.
Oh. Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
He made a better band leader.
So, I want to talk before the end of the night about a new campaign.
Yeah.
We're going to do.
Yep.
Right? And this is our hashtag truth. So, there's been a lot of fucking talk lately about sexual harassment, sexual misconduct coming forward, especially in Hollywood. A lot of it lately. Even over 50 women have come out against Handsy Harvey Weinstein, right? Isn't that what we decided to call him?
Yep.
From Ashley Judd to Gwyneth Paltrow,
and
Angelina Jolie.
By extent, I'm sorry.
Yeah, all sorts of them. All sorts of them. And even celebrities such as Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Brad Pitt and Russell Crowe and all these creepy motherfuckers, George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino have been standing up for this guy. They've tried to sweep stories about him under the rug in the past. Right? Wouldn't you say? So, but it's been happening quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. We've heard about David Blaine, director David Tobeck, Terry Richardson, what's that one guy's name? Nelly.
Yep.
Louis C.K., Chris Savino, Nickelodeon producer, and all sorts of people. Bill O'Reilly, various Fox News people. Even our president has been accused of touching people inappropriately. So who's to blame?
Hollywood.
Bill O'Reilly says God. But who? You say Hollywood's to blame?
I say Hollywood.
Well, no. Bill O'Reilly says Is Media Matters and George Soros.
George Soros might be to blame, but I also think we're to blame. We are to blame for allowing these people to have this power. For giving these people this status to have that kind of fucking power over people, where they feel like they can overstep their boundaries and molest. Yeah. We pay for it.
I agree.
We spend over $11 billion a year going to the fucking movies. We're not only giving them money, we're giving them our demographics, which they thrive on too. They get awards, all sorts of shit, bragging rights. But this isn't anything new in Hollywood. It's been going on for a long time, but I think it's time that we stop funding sexual predators. I think it's time we stop giving Hollywood all our fucking money. You know, we need to go out and play, enjoy the real world, go bang our significant others.
Yep.
Maybe bang ourselves. We need to... Don't watch Hollywood shit, watch us.
Yeah.
You know, it's much better. If you need to throw your money at something, throw it at us. But don't fund Hollywood anymore. Let's stop giving them our fucking money. Hashtag boycott Hollywood is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you need to watch your shit, stream it.
Yeah.
Don't pay for it, stream it.
Google is your friend.
Yeah. Google how to install Kodi.
That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Shit that's in the theaters.
Now, we're not encouraging you to do anything illegal,
in any
but
way.
you should stream some stuff. That's what we're saying.
Just look into it.
Stop giving your money to the theaters.
Piracy is a crime, just like sexual misconduct is.
Yes.
What's worse, piracy or somebody sexually
Ruining
assaulting
somebody's life with sexual assault.
Yeah.
And people like fucking Kevin Smith and Quentin Tarantino and the Batmans.
Yeah. Two Batmans.
They didn't stop it. They knew enough about it that they could have stopped it. And they chose not to. And to me, that makes you an accomplice to fucking sexual predators. If you know enough that you could stop it, but you don't, you're probably involved. Is what I'm saying. So, fuck Quentin Tarantino. It made me sad.
Yeah.
Because Harvey Weinstein made some of my favorite fucking movies.
Right.
He was behind some of my favorite fucking movies. But you know what? I'm not going to watch them. I'm not going to give money to it anymore. And we're only hearing about these ones. There's a fuckload more we're not hearing about. We won't hear about.
Or if we do, they shut them down.
Yes.
Yeah. Just look at Corey Feldman. You know?
Courtney Love.
Yeah, she even tried to warn people about
Back
Weinstein.
in 2005.
Yeah.
Feldman brought it up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Everybody acts like this is shocking news about Harvey Weinstein, and I'm not shocked about Harvey
Bob was in
Weinstein.
trouble, too.
I'm more shocked that people are pretending to be shocked.
Yeah, right?
Because
Like,
I've watched Hollywood movies about how Hollywood is. They tell you exactly how their lifestyles are there, the fucking sleazy people they are, and people are like, ha ha ha, I'm watching a Hollywood movie.
It's time, now that the conversation's fucking happening, people are seeming to have the conversation about it, it's time we stop funding it, is what I'm saying. Stop funding sexual predators in Hollywood. Boycott Hollywood. Hashtag boycott Hollywood.
Play video games.
Yeah.
The video game industry is fucked up too. Uber's fucked up. Amazon's fucked up. They're all fucked up. But Hollywood is really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have been for a long time, and it's time we stop. We stop. Go enjoy life a little bit. And hashtag boycott the Hollywood.
And you know what? If you do end up helping us boycott Hollywood, and you miss going to the movies, and you want to see a movie, we'll record movies for you, Be Kind, Rewind style. You guys can be in our movies too. We'll remake Jaws, King Kong, 50 Shades of Grey.
I already did that one.
The Joy Luck Club.
Yep. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Borat.
Very nice.
Black Snake Moan.
I've never seen it, but
The Lost Boys.
I'll be Batman. I'll be your Batman.
What about the Jackass movie?
you have to have a Royal Rumble
What
for
blows my
Batman.
mind is Batman doesn't fight sexual crimes, obviously.
No, he doesn't.
No. Have you ever seen him bring in a sexual predator?
Batman gropes people on TRL in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
He wears a fanny pack.
Yeah.
He's a creeper. A fanny pack and a mask, he's a creeper.
At the same time.
But join us on this quest of boycotting Hollywood.
They don't deserve our money.
They don't. They don't.
They deserve to fucking implode.
And a lot of America's already with you on this. They've been doing it silently now pretty much all summer, even before the Harvey Weinstein shit blew up. Hollywood's fucking illusion over half the country is pretty much dissipated pretty quickly in the last year.
It needs to.
Do you really, hate to play devil's advocate, do you really think it can stop, or do you really think that, is it just something that's coming to the surface, getting some spotlight on it? Because it's probably been there forever.
Oh, it's been there forever.
They're probably going to get rid of Harvey and then...
they already did.
Well, but like, just wipe him away from
rehab.
memory, and it's just going to get brushed under the rug again.
Well, you have to get rid of Bob, too.
Yeah.
They're going to end up making a whole slew of feel-good movies to try to recorrect the image of Hollywood over the next probably year.
We need to stop being the reason why the fucking Rock gets $65 million a film.
Yeah.
We need to stop. What the fuck?
$65 million?
To make something you've already seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Overplay the
Repackaged.
same jokes.
Wow.
Mark Wahlberg has even more. He's like 68.
I know that John Travolta won't even look at a movie for a minimum of $25 million. And that's like even a cameo spot. He won't even put his name on it without $25 million to start.
He needs a male masseuse to try to jerk off.
Yeah,
as writer.
This is a
See, and this is what I think. We talked about this before on the show, because this is what I think that that comedians, when they all act like he went like ape shit on camera and went on an interview, and it was pretty much like everybody in this town is fucking fake. Jim Carrey, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That went fucking off. I think that's what he was speaking, pretty much what he's speaking to. Like, all these people are walking around acting like shit's fine and everything's cool, and this whole fucking thing isn't fine in our community.
Right.
People are pretending to be one thing and they're completely something different.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I don't even know who I am anymore because I'm pretending to be so many different people.
And he doesn't exist. Yeah.
I mean, you think like everybody in Hollywood's crazy and they just like get caught up so fucking far into it that they just don't think about reporting shit anymore?
Okay.
Like this is just how it is?
I think Doug said that before on another show too, is as soon as you're making that kind of money, well, where do you go from there?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do when you can
start
afford
playing
whatever the
fucking
hell you
games,
want?
yeah.
You have to kind of to make
Power.
it. Yeah, it's power.
Yep.
Should we talk about a different topic, or should we wrap this shit up? It's almost 9.
It's almost 9. What do we got left?
We got Idiot of Champions still. We've got Conspiracy
what?
Corner.
Let's
We've
do
got
Idiot
Going
of
Out in
Champions.
Style. We've got Kids These Days. We've got Axe You Something.
Let's do Idiot of Champions.
You want to
We'll
talk
see
about
where
that?
we're at after that.
So, tell us a little bit about the first one, the Brooklyn Stalker.
A man turned himself in to the police in Brooklyn for stalking a family. The family received a note that said, "You have a very beautiful family. I like your daughter." And it turns out that the note was fabricated by the children of the family. But the guy still turned himself in for actually stalking them.
What?
I don't understand it either.
Wait, so he was stalking them.
He was stalking
He
them.
was stalking him.
And then the kids
Made
pretend that they were being stalked, and that's how he thought he was busted.
Yes.
And went and turned himself in.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you got it. That makes sense.
Whoa.
That's some Scooby-Doo level shit right there.
Like that plot twist, like fucking M. Night Shyamalan
He
couldn't
have
do
done
it.
No.
Like
Not at
that's
all.
way too good. Real life is way better than that. That's just crazy.
Hashtag Boycott Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
That's pretty cool. I think every kid now should put a stalker note in their
That's
mailbox
some
and just
Home
see
Alone
what
type shit,
happens,
yeah.
man. You never know.
You catch whoever.
So we were talking, we think maybe the kids saw him
Oh.
and then wrote the note. Shit.
I mean, that would make some sense. Because if it's the other way, they need to go buy a lotto ticket. Because what the fuck are the odds of that?
Yeah, right. Who knows?
Of course, I'd be pissed off because my lotto ticket wouldn't win. Then I wasted it all on a stalker.
Yeah.
I was really shocked. I thought he wrote the note, and I was really disappointed because Stalker 101 is you never admit to stalking a person.
Yeah.
You just conveniently show up to where they're at. Yeah. If you
you leave them notes, you let them know that they're there, but you don't let them know it's you.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
They'd stop you from stalking them.
Yeah.
You can't have that.
How did the stalker find out that there was a note written?
I don't know.
I think the police were there. And they were like casing out the area, and they saw him staring at the house. And they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And he's like,
"With those eyes,
I'm stalking them."
Stalker
Their
eyes.
daughter's pretty cute.
She's a cute little 11-year-old.
Beautiful family.
All sling bladey.
You're creeping me out.
Hashtag Boycott Hollywood. So yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
This in Brooklyn. This guy, he turned himself in. And then you know about this other story too, about a man in Kokomo.
Kokomo.
Not the Beach Boys.
No. Yeah, Kokomo, Indiana. This man's moral of his story is don't let strippers into your home. What had happened was he had... You should pull up the thing so we can see the amount of guns that he had. But he
16.
had 16 guns stolen from his home, varying from assault rifles to handguns. And what had happened was one night, I think they said it was raining out, there was a woman who showed up to his door asking if he had a room for rent. His wife told him no, but he was like, we got to let this lady stay with us. So they let her stay in the room with the safe where he kept his guns. And somebody stole the safe from out of his house. And the best part is, later on, he found out she was a stripper. And that's when he came to the conclusion that you don't let strippers into your house because they'll steal your guns.
This guy was married.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, and the wife did not want the stripper in the house.
Ballsy thief, dude.
Yeah. Straight from under his fucking nose.
Like, some stripper was like, you know what? I'm sick of dancing for dollars. I'm just going to go show my ass at somebody's door and ask to rent their room. And when they're going to just rob them.
And I guess he had a problem with bragging about how many guns he owned.
Yeah.
So I think he probably went to the strip club and...
That sounds like most people with a lot of guns.
Yeah, right? But, 3 .22 rifles, 2 shotguns, numerous pistols, an SKS, an AK-47, an AR-15.
Which he just got for Christmas.
Yeah, and so he said the worth of the guns was 10 grand, and he thinks she sold them for drug money for about $450.
Damn.
What?
Yeah.
How did you know the price?
Because he was probably in on it.
Like,
it's an inside job.
That's a pretty kind of specific. She probably just sold them for $450 to Ted down the street.
He's probably her drug dealer. Get the guns back.
Oh, he shot a fucking kid, and now he's like, oh no, I hope one of my guns doesn't shoot a child. It's a cover story for his guns. You know, that's,
he's gonna shoot a kid now.
Now he thinks he's being clever, but he's not.
Yeah, because he said my worst fear is one of my guns is gonna kill a kid.
Again.
And then it's gonna happen to be Dennis the Menace down the street, who keeps coming over and pissing him off. You know, Mr.
I'm getting
Wilson
some love in the
wanted
chat
to
room.
kill Dennis the Menace, and if it wasn't for that old lady, he would have.
I don't really know how they know, but I got some love in the chat
go
room.
back to the... Yeah, I want to say.
Thank you to whoever said Gilly Freyer.
Now, of course...
Yeah, thank you, Gilly Frey.
Yes. Gilly Frey.
Wonderful.
If they catch the
You're more
stripper, and
popular
that's,
than
you
we
know,
are,
this
Mike.
isn't
Thank
some
you.
weird thing where he's got a scam going.
Bring us some
with all
credit.
this. She's in a shit ton of trouble if she gets caught with stolen guns. It's like a whole new other aggravated kind of crime right there. Stealing guns is bad.
It's real bad.
It's like robbing liquor from a liquor store and stealing cigarettes and shit.
No.
Like, if...
Well, you can get terrorist charges for that.
Yeah, if you're stealing, like, if you're robbing a liquor store, just take money. Because if you take liquor and cigarettes, then it becomes a federal matter. The ATF gets involved.
If you steal
cigarettes and alcohol?
With attempt to deal and distribute illegally, too.
If you say you were going to sell them to a friend, they might hit you with racketeering charges.
It's true. It's true. Well, he becomes our other idiot of champions. The Brooklyn stalker and the Kokomo stripper lover.
Yep. Because honestly, I think he knew she was a stripper. Yeah. He had to know.
I keep passing this around. Okay.
He didn't know partake.
I mean, she was really good at dancing on a pole.
On the pizzle. She worked that pole like it was nothing.
It's true.
Yeah, she worked his heart like she works the pole.
Oh, shit.
Or however that Pop Evil song goes.
I still like the Texas story of the guy that shoots the stripper or the hooker coming to his house, and she didn't pay him, or he paid her the money at the door, and then she started running away. So he pulled out his gun and shot her while she was running away.
And then he had sex with her?
No, he got off completely.
No, he did.
He got off
twice.
Yeah.
Heyo!
Texas law. If you're stealing my property, I have the right to shoot you dead.
Damn, that's beautiful. I like that.
I like that too.
It's a good law.
I like it. Well, I've liked this night.
This has been a good night. It's
It
good
has
to
been
be
a good
back.
night. We've missed you.
Everybody.
We've had good conversations.
With great friends.
Yes. I don't know. Are we on next week?
For Halloween?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
I don't care.
Yes.
I ain't got shit planned.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna paint
it.
my face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Let's
look like
do
a
Let's
snake.
make it everything scary.
So we're gonna be naked?
You have to bring out your wrestler guy.
Oh, Bongo? He's
Bongo.
Most
Bongo.
offensive costume party.
He's out of
Yes.
he's out of
Or
town.
costume contest.
Well, yeah, we might be here next
I-
Tuesday.
I
We'll
really
probably
want
be
to
here.
start to get this to become a Halloween theme. Most offensive costume contest.
Yes.
To get people to stop telling people what kind of costumes they can and cannot
Yes.
What about
wear. Because it's getting ridiculous.
Two-Face from Batman? One half Bruce Jenner, the other half Caitlyn.
Perfect.
I think
What
the most
about
offensive one I've seen,
Two-Face?
though.
One half Kim Kardashian, the other half Kanye West.
That's not offensive as it is scary.
That's
We're
true.
going for offensive. Not
My Last of the Mohicans outfit with half my scalp peeled back.
Yes.
That's a good one. What about Sonny Bono after the accident? And just get a costume of a tree with the body wrapped around it. I saw Trump deporting immigrants, and it's a Trump costume holding a box that the person sticks out of.
Yeah.
And it's got like legs that stick out. It was a pretty great one.
I still like the one last year with the guy dressing up to be the dude that got killed on the freeway. Like, he put a giant sign that looked like the exit sign, and he like had a rag doll, so he looked like, you know, the guy who like flipped his car and ended up
Oh, and then
dying
hit
on,
it
the, on the
fell?
sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone
remember
dressed
that.
up as that last year, like
less
than a month after it happened.
What about Steve
It's
Irwin
pretty crazy.
with the stingray?
Oh, yes. With the
A
stingray
human
through
South
your
Park
fetus.
did it
chest.
though. The human fetus. Bah, bah, bah.
What about the girl with the giant dildo sticking out of her mouth and
What if
zombie
I-
face?
Put a
Yes.
bullet hole in my head and went as a country music fan.
I thought you were gonna go as a Rage Against the Machine song.
Ooh, that's a good one though.
Anyways, fuck you. We'll probably be here next Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know. Probably, most likely. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you, Cam. Geminden. Geminden. Gemindinian. Geminde.
Geminden.
And Brian Vance. It's always a pleasure with the fist. and Camera. We appreciate you.
I love you guys.
We love you. Joshua. Today, I felt real love for you again. It's been a long time. Our relationship has been stale. but I'm ready to go to the next step.
Bath time?
Bath time.
Wow.
You guys, we can't wait to have bath time with you. And don't forget to boycott Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hashtag boycott Hollywood. And we will see you next week. You can get us on YouTube. Of course, always on YouTube. YouTube.com/NotGovernedByReason. You can get us on Facebook. Facebook.com/NotGovernedByReason.
Yep.
You can tweet at us. At NGBR Podcast. You can listen to us on your drive to school with your kids. That would be great if you would listen to us with your kids in the car.
If you were a bus driver, play it while your kids are on the bus.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Go to
the youth needs to hear us.
Yeah,
you can get us free.
Maybe
Google
they'll stop
Play,
trying to make each other kill
iTunes,
themselves.
Stitcher Radio, Pocket Cast, all those places. All of them. But yes, tune in every Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
You can also, our website should be up by Halloween as well. NotGovernedByReason.com.
Hopefully.
Oh, you fucking asshole. You fucking son of a bitch.
Get the fuck
You
out.
fucking cocksucking Confederate. What the fuck?
Yeah, I even have napkins.
You damn Yankee. JK. L to the OL.
Sorry about that, guys. I got a little...
Tourette's.
Yeah, a little angry. But we love all of you. And we will see you on the Tuesday. Hashtag boycott Hollywood.
Hashtag Halloween in GBR. Halloween.
I'm going as Harvey Weinstein.
You're going to get handsy with everybody?
Absolutely going as Harvey Weinstein.
I'll go with you as Rose McGowan.
Yes. Can we carry around a non-disclosure agreement?
Oh, absolutely.
Like different copies, and you're gonna rip it up and
Who
be
wants
like,
to
"He
be
touched me!"
Who wants to be the feminist lawyer that offered her $5 million to keep quiet?
I'll do it. I'll
You
shave
would
my
make
head.
a great. You don't
Gloria
even have
Steinem,
to.
isn't that it?
You just need to shave your face,
I already did.
and you would make a great lesbian lawyer.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
It's true. It's those boyish looks.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
All right, guys, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, get
You
the
guys
fuck
are
out of
going
my
home.
house, Doug.
Yeah, get out of my house. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Peace out. We love you.
Yep.
Bye.
Long time. I got a piece
love
of
you.
fucking dad.